Ladies and gentlemen and in-betweeners, I'm your host, Alexander Rodriguez, here for On the Rocks radio show, where celebrities and cocktails mix tonight. Oh, and hairpieces, apparently. Boop, boop, I see you, girl. We have Modern Family's Reid Ewing is here. We have Andrew Christian, model and reality TV personality Nick Masc, for Masc, with my twisted sister, my guest co-host, writer, producer, comedian, actress, the list goes on, and queen of sass. Sharon Houston is here, and me, your favorite host with the deepest voice. So raise a glass and let the drinks begin.
Life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death.
I'd like to propose a toast.
This is On the Rocks with Alexander, coming at you live, where I drink with your favorite celebrities as we talk about fashion, entertainment, pop culture, reality TV, and, well, that's about it. So pop a cork, lean back, and raise a glass to On the Rocks.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's going to be a bumpy night. It's chaos in here, you guys. It's like Tim Burton's Dumbo. Who knows what's going on? Buns and bows and pantyhose, this is On the Rocks, the place where we're too glam to give a damn. Little known fact, if you want to take me out and pick my brain to produce your podcast or give you advice, clothing advice, wardrobe advice, do not suggest breakfast. Do not suggest coffee. Do not suggest I have to leave my coffin before 1 p.m. That's all I've been getting lately, and it's like... What?
Do you want breakfast meetings?
Yeah, and I'm like, number one, that's so polite, and we know my meetings. So just a little tip.
I prefer
for
a
the
wake
emails.
and bake myself.
I've known
wake
that
and
from
bake,
some of
yeah.
your interviews, because some of your interviews are like, I'm Reid Ewing and I'm with Modern Family and I'm an actor, and some of them are like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. You know, if I feel professional or feel like having fun, I guess.
Well,
I always feel like having fun.
Yeah, I mean,
There's no guessing behind that.
yes, well, half the bottle's already gone. The show just started. Big thank you, by the way. Stoli is supplying us our vodka for today because we're classy. Stoli, expect drunk tweets from all of us later. Thank you, though, to our sober listeners for tuning in. We love you. Thank you for driving us home, holding our hair back. Drunk texting is literally the only sport that I'm good at, and I've won awards if you consider community service an award. Guilty. Hello to our listeners around the nation on iHeartRadio, United Broadcasting Network, Player FM, Stitcher, TuneIn, Satchel, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Of course, we are on Facebook Live right now on Trending Now app in San Diego, True FM in Ohio, and on the West Coast on GED Magazine, Gay Entertainment Magazine, the largest LGBT print and online magazine on the West Coast, and nationally on Queer 40 for all the sexy daddies and mamas. I guess. Okay. Check out my movie news videos on Queer 40. This week I talked about casting news. Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand as the new Macbeth.
Frances McDormand, you can't really get wrong with her, you know? I mean, like...
Her audition for
Burn
Mary
After-
Poppins Returns was terrible.
Oh, she did that?
No, Reid, it's a joke.
Well,
oh my
I mean,
God.
I could see it. That'd be kind of funny to her making all that Frances McDormand face going, well, little kids, get over here. Get back in bed, you little bastards.
That's exactly what she do. It's like, am I in the movie? Because she always does that. But to see Denzel and Frances at the awards, it's so annoying because Denzel's always constipated whenever they put the camera on him. Then when he doesn't win, he literally is like that. Like, that's
I've
so
never
unprofessional.
noticed that with him.
You have to watch. It's like a game that I play. Every time he looks constipated, take a sip, you'll be drunk.
Hey, but you get great memes out of it.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah,
Great
no,
memes.
true,
Like,
true.
literally, that fuels my day.
Yes. And then Frances McDormand always looks like she just woke up and didn't know that she was there in the middle of everything, and she doesn't have a brush.
I love that she doesn't give a shit.
She's so present, you know, that
Yeah.
she can't even know what's going on.
I think
But
she's a
isn't it
method
fake?
actor. She just
How
got
high
really into
her
one
No,
role.
see, to
you know?
me, it comes across too fake and too, like, I'm pretending to be this, like, in the moment. It doesn't seem sincere to me.
Oh, I think it totally is. I
Well-
think she just doesn't give a fuck. She's like, listen, my husband is rich. He makes all these amazing movies. He puts me in all of them.
Is her
I
husband
win.
rich?
I'd like you're
I
reading my
didn't know.
goals right now.
You don't know who her
The
husband is?
Coens?
Yeah, one of the Coen brothers is her husband.
God. And I do movie news.
Yeah, yeah. and
Are you serious?
Yeah, so she's like Hollywood royalty. She doesn't give a fuck. She can do whatever she wants. And I say, good for you, girl.
Oh, so Joel Cohen is directing it.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins?
Oh, no.
No.
Are we still on that?
Oh, my
Macbeth
bad.
the
I don't
musical.
know.
Frances
Talk about Mary
McDormand and
Poppins.
I don't
Denzel.
know
Back
any
to
of
the
these
musical?
names. I only know them by their net worth.
Yeah, I don't know Macbeth
So-
personally, but, you know.
Oh
heard
God.
things.
Anyway, I'm really scared. And meanwhile, Jordan Peele said he's not going to cast white actors anytime soon.
Oh,
His
Goodness
whatever.
gracious.
No, he didn't say that. He said he wouldn't cast any white leads.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not white actors. You're right. Oh,
Yeah.
This
White
is why
leads.
you're here.
I'll take
Yeah.
that.
White leads.
I'll take supporting. That's fine.
Yeah, totally. I
Yeah,
would be
I
like,
need it.
I would
Yeah,
just
but
do
to
one line in a Jordan Peele
Yeah.
movie and be thrilled.
But to say I'm not going to cast white leads, isn't that racist? Can you imagine?
That's
I
not
mean,
racist.
no.
Oh,
No.
come
No.
on.
Well, when
Definitely
Lauryn
not.
Hill did it, her rating skyrocketed. I think it's a good career move. Personally.
No, that's like saying that Tyler Perry movies are racist. You can't do that.
Oh my God, they're just awful. That's all
But no,
they are.
I love
I'm gonna
some
get,
Tyler
I'm gonna
Perry
get
movies.
shot in the parking
Of
lot
course
after
you
my
do.
Tyler Perry.
That is the only movie I get a crack up out of.
Was that on
I
your
like them
questionnaire
too.
for Andrew Christian?
Why, yeah,
All
like-
Andrew Christian models have to like Tyler
Yeah,
Perry
no, I
movies?
mean, like, who doesn't like Tyler Perry? They have always the same actresses that we know every single movie, and they're funny each time. Like
But
Tiffany.
the comedies are the same script, the dramas are the same script. They just change the characters and the locale.
I strongly relate because I go to Palm Beach Tan a lot, and I feel like we're like,
Yeah, me
we do
too.
the same thing. I can see that.
I need to.
Oh, girl. Well, speaking. Okay, well, never mind. Anyway.
Speaking of Palm Beach, let's not talk about your
fake
weekend.
Tans, yeah. This show is brought to you in media partnership with Here TV. Here TV reaches millions of viewers each month, has produced Academy Award-winning films, in addition to receiving 3 Daytime Emmy Award nominations. They feature the largest LGBTQ LMNOP library, featuring hundreds and hundreds of hours of content, including On the Rocks. Because of our relationship with them, you can now find us on Amazon Prime, Facebook Watch, HereTV.com, and Here TV app for free. Whoop, whoop. Our website has been updated. It looks gorgeous. Go to ontherocksradioshow.com. My mom, Mama Rose, is in the chat room at ubngo.com and Facebook. Ask her your question. She will answer it. If it's a burning question, she's going to text me. We'll answer it here. Keep her busy. She's next to the vodka, and I don't need her drunk fixing me up on Match.com again.
Omarosa?
Mama Rose.
Oh, I thought you said Omarosa.
And you get
I got
updated. It's
excited.
Tinder now. You need to get a little updated.
She's not working anywhere. She could very well be.
Let's
Trying to
bring her
fix
in.
you up on Match.
Yeah.
What's a Match.com?
God, I hate young people so much, especially when they're skinny.
Wait, what are you on? Are you on any dating apps?
I'm currently not on any dating apps. I like the old fashioned, go and end up having sex with them and deciding if
Oh
we
my
want a
God, Nick,
relationship
this is a
after.
family
No,
show.
totally. That's
No,
the way it
totally
should
real.
be.
It's like, and once you have sex with somebody, you lose all the vulnerability towards them. So then you're like, okay, cool. We've already seen each other naked. So like now we are completely transparent with each other.
Easy
Yep.
for
Or
you to
you
say.
could say also the way that I look at it as, okay, well the sex was good, let's pursue it further. If the sex
Yeah.
is bad, then it's like, okay, bye.
Well,
But
I'm a
sometimes
changer.
the sex can be better when there's like the lead up and like I miss the old porn where there was actually a story. Now it's just like fast forward to what thing you like better.
Oh, no.
But I like the whole setup.
the last
With, like,
10
a
seconds?
set. Oh my. No, that's my least favorite. I'm like, oh,
No.
isn't that pretty?
No, all my friends, take it for someone who all my friends are like gay porn stars. They're like, there are stories still, but they're just not realistic. They're like,
Right.
oh, my straight bro from,
yes.
yeah.
Those are
and we're
so
like, okay, number
ridiculous.
one, you haven't been, like, literally, you're yelling, yas, queen. There's no straight about you.
Yeah.
Okay?
And brothers, I don't believe they're real brothers. I mean, they don't
So
even
is that
look
what you're
much
watching?
alike, you know?
Yeah, I haven't seen that porn.
The nose is different.
Well, you did live in Utah for a while. There's
Yeah,
a lot of that
yeah.
Mormon
Are you
brotherly
Mormon?
love.
Oh,
Well, he's gay, so obviously now
straight
he's
to get-
Mormon.
right to get to
I've
the
dated
point.
Mormons. I've dated a whole family of Mormons. Well, not the whole
This-
family.
Oh, at one time.
Mom?
This is at one time, though.
Yeah.
Mom,
Looks
dad,
like-
and all the no.
Yeah, it was
was a
pretty
group thing.
polygamy,
Oh,
Did you date
wow.
Mormons in the same family?
Well, actually, I knew this one family. It was 5 brothers, and they were all gay. It was quite a phenomenon. It's like the Bennett sisters, but with lovely guys instead of lovely girls.
No, that's important. That's not for real.
No, it's for
Can you
real.
imagine
It's
Thanksgiving
for
at that house?
I've
They don't
actually
celebrate that.
dated a girl before and then became gay and then tried to date the brother. That's interesting.
That's amazing.
Nick,
That's
you don't
a
become
horse.
gay
That's
just so
a
you
fucking-
know.
You
That's
I saw
become
that
gay.
on
No, you
men.com.
come to that realization that I'm not checking out these guys because like they're really swole and I want to look like that. You come to that realization of, oh, I'm checking out these guys because I want it in me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
there
like
we go with the
telenovela
classiness.
stuff right
I know,
there.
right? She's so classy. You know what? Middle class is still a class.
Yeah.
Girl.
And he's good looking.
Boy, you've got
Don't
all
forget
kinds
that.
of
God, okay.
catchphrases.
Don't forget that.
Thank God I put someone that doesn't want to insult me on this fucking show.
Question from the chat room. Clarence wants to know, Reid, and we're gonna get
No.
to everybody's career. Yeah,
I hate-
he said he's Mormon. He has 4 brothers. No, just kidding. Clarence wants to know how you reacted when Modern Family was renewed, but they also announced it was its final season.
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna get to this, I promise.
I was more excited when they told me I was gonna be on the show often.
This
and
whole
a
last
lot.
season, you're like in every
Yeah.
episode. I was so excited to see you.
Yeah, it's been so much fun. Like working with those people is so awesome. You know, like what do you want to know about them? Just what is it?
Okay, so does Sofia Vergara really talk like that in real life?
Well, she does, and she's also really funny. You know, like she's definitely one of the top 2 funniest people to just be around. Also, I think Eric Stonestreet is hilarious.
He's so funny.
He is.
Yeah, because
He's
just
in an
he'll
improv
go there.
group called Beer Shark Mice that you used to be able to go see at Improv
That makes
Olympic all the
sense.
time, and they were. It was him, Dave Keckner. It was they like the best improv you've ever seen in your life. Only 4 dudes.
Well, I'm glad they also worked that, like, his whole clown career,
Thank you.
his character.
That
I
would
mean,
be me.
that's improv, but you can always tell an improv
Yeah.
actor.
I mean, he's so funny. Oh my god.
Now, does Sophia bring her son around set? Her son? Oh,
I've seen him once.
just once?
Oh, is he really
Twice.
hot?
It's like a myth.
Super hot.
Yeah.
And
He's
he's
a Loch Ness monster. I
she
thought
bring-
I saw his arm one time.
I met her husband once before he was her husband, but I didn't know I didn't recognize
Joe
him.
Manganiello?
Yeah, but I didn't know who he was, and I was like, "Are you a football player?" He
Yeah.
was talking about doing something on a talk show where he had to dirty dance with somebody, and I was like, "Are you a
Magic
football-"
Mike?
Yeah, he was, but he was right. But
Yeah.
I didn't make the connection.
Right.
I kept asking him
Oh
if he
my
was
God.
a football player.
And he used to be in True Blood. That's when I
yeah,
first started.
I felt
and
like
I was
such
like,
an asshole when I left. I was like, "Oh, that's who that was."
I never recognize famous people.
I don't recognize them.
And then I
always
bump
do.
into
From
them,
across
and I'm
the
like,
city.
then I wake up next morning, I'm like, damn, I could have got that Instagram follow.
I'm the worst because even though I get to interview a lot of people in the show, I still get starstruck. And it could be like, I saw you in a Taco Bell commercial in 1982, and I'll be like,
Oh, I love Taco Bell.
Oh my god, are you talking about Taco
God.
Bell dog?
Mexican pizza.
Totally big
Oh.
fan.
That is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Mexican. It's not pizza.
It is
Taco Bell is
Mexican.
the place of the devil.
It really is.
Okay,
It's
you eat a Crunchwrap
disgusting.
Supreme and tell me you're not living.
They used to be fancy.
I've been to Taco Bell.
You've been to
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell was
See,
never
and that is your
fancy.
problem
Yeah,
right there.
when I
You've
was
been to
in
Taco
Utah
Bell
once.
once.
They
Maybe
had
in
like-
Utah, maybe
Yes,
in
you can't even
Utah.
talk about Taco Bell, Reid. You went viral for your Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef?
Yeah, well, where is it? I'm still
I
asking.
actually just
that
heard your
question.
song on the way up here.
I Want to Do You?
No, that wasn't it, but okay.
Yeah.
But okay, give me 2 more shots and we'll figure things out.
Oh my God.
Love
I'm so
Connection.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. It wouldn't
my
be the
God.
first
Why are
or
you talking
last time.
I mean, I'm single and looking. I'm just like,
Oh, single? I beg to differ. I've received many interesting messages. Anyway, Kurt, hello to our engineer. Kurt, thank you so much for being
Thank you,
here.
Kurt.
Kurt's
Hey,
been
Kurt.
enthralled by our wonderful straight man talk.
Cheers
Of
to
course,
Kurt.
yeah.
cheers
thank
to
you.
you.
Kurt.
Fascinating.
Excuse to drink.
And as Cher knows, straight people need their time and entertainment. Kurt, give us your pun. Every episode. He's so punny. Go ahead.
So, people seem to think I know a lot about folktales, but that's just a myth.
Yeah.
What
God,
tales?
I saw that.
No, Kurt, do not give yourself laughter.
Myth,
But it's just a myth. Get it?
Folktales myth.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I read that
get it.
on like a popsicle when I was 7.
That's where I get them from.
Oh my god.
You
We
just
have
give
so
up
much
your
in common.
secrets, Kurt.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from a small town. I won't mention it because I'm not gonna hate on my hometown, but Florida.
I
Well, and
knew
Reed's-
it. I
Reed's-
felt
Yeah, that
I
is
got
a
Florida
small
vibe
town.
from
It's
you.
a small town of
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah,
It's
we
a-
both are. We're both
We both are,
Floridians,
and
we
thank
both-
God for that. We'll drink
I'm
to
from
that.
Miami.
Florida.
I'm
Oh
from
my
Miami.
cheers.
God, who
guys are all
are
Florida
we?
girls.
Florida gets a bad rap. It's not that bad,
It
okay?
is that bad.
It
Miami's
is that
amazing,
bad.
the
The
rest of
Okay, well, the
humidity.
people might be that bad, but
The humidity, the rain.
I don't mind it. I love Miami. I love the weather. I love.
You know,
I love
everyone-
Golden Girls. Is
But
that
you
close
know,
enough?
when you say Florida, everyone goes, I love Miami, I love Tampa.
I hate
That's
Tampa.
cool, but you know what? That's only like a quarter of
Yeah,
that.
Tampa
Yeah.
is trash.
There's the Golden
Yeah.
Girls.
my God.
There's,
Yeah.
there's
The
all
Florida,
sorts of things.
the Alabama,
alligators.
Florida line.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay.
Thank you for being a friend. That's all I have to say.
So you
Do you actually watch
understand.
Golden
I
Girls,
do.
Reed?
What makes you think I wouldn't watch Golden Girls? I am gay, aren't I?
that's
But young
horrible.
guys
I
don't
hate
know
that.
Golden Girls. I go and
They
die.
don't. That's true.
I
I go
don't-
on dates and they have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
idea.
I don't understand why gay people are so obsessed with Golden
Because
Girls.
it's
They're on
amazing.
shirts. They're everywhere.
because they're
Yeah.
brilliant.
And I'm like,
I see
yes,
that-
this
I
is
see how that
funny,
could be
This is
offensive,
hilarious, but like that's a stereotype. I've seen Golden Girls, and I'm like, yeah, it's funny, but it's not.
Wait,
that
there's
funny.
4 of us and 4 of them, so...
Oh my God. Which one?
Oh, God.
I'm Dorothy, of course.
I swear, if I get called a
Yeah,
slut
I
one more
guess.
time on this show.
I think you're Betty White. Oh, no, you're Blanche.
No,
you're Blanche.
too late. You already said Betty White. Now I at least can live for
No,
another
you're
800
not.
years.
I just, I'll be the granny with the fro. Wait, that's all of them.
You mean
My bad. Well, whatever.
Their hair is full of
Hey, you
secrets.
Betty White.
Sophia?
Yeah, their hair's full of semen. What?
Secrets.
Oh, secrets. Okay.
I
was
swear, every time he takes another drink, he gets more sexual. Yes, drink up, sweetheart.
Anyway,
It's
thank
my
you for that,
defense
Kurt.
mechanism. What can I
Oh my
say?
God.
Like us on Twitter and Instagram at On The Rocks On Air, Facebook On The Rocks Radio Show. Send me an email, book me for a funeral, quinceañera, bris. I don't care. I will be there. Info at ontherrocksradioshow.com. Big thank you to Cathedral City LGBT Pride, which was the first Pride for California this season. I had a great time as your MC. Special thank you to the liquor booth that kept me liquored for the whole 5 hours I was on stage. Also, a super
5
fan
hours.
in the heat, by the way. A super fan
That's fun.
brought me
I'm always in
like a
heat.
leather flask set with like little glasses and
Amazing.
vodka.
That's so
Thank you
cute.
very much. It was very cute. So, but you know, I'm like a fake Latino. I can't speak Spanish. I can't. So even like my color is a little tinted. And everybody at Pride wants to give you a hug, like, you know, like even the performers. We had Jessica Sutter from
Nobody wants to give me a hug.
because you're so tall.
They just were like, "What is this Halloween? Get out of here!"
Oh.
Well, I
I would
was
give
in a
you a
Halloween
hug.
costume technically, so I mean,
And it was
whatever.
technically Halloween.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, you know.
I understand.
But everyone I kept like hugging, I kept doing this so that my face didn't go there because people walking around with like my face imprint on their shoulder
Right.
pads.
It's the worst
how
thing if you're
funny.
gay
It's so
and you go
embarrassing
to
'cause-
Pride events and you get hugged by everyone.
That's
You know
just
how
it,
many
your
drag
makeup.
queens' faces are on my clothing?
Oh, I'm sure.
When I wear
not
that.
even
When I
drag
wear
queens,
Is that a
People.
pun? Is that like a double entendre?
No, like literally we hug
Double
each
entendre.
other and then my face is on her chest, her face is on my chest. It's just a bonding moment.
The new porn by Nick Masc. Want to join me on the road? Thursday, April 27th, I return to Santa Ana College for their second annual Dragucation. Fun evening with drag history, performances, Q&As. They sold out last year. Go to sac.edu, communication for more info. Saturday, May 18th from 11 to 4 p.m. at West Hollywood Park in West Hollywood. I will be serving as your MC for Vanderpump Dogs World Dog Day with all the Bravo celebrities you can throw a stick at. Get it?
Ooh.
How fun.
I love Dog
It's
Day.
crazy. And they want me to be funny and like throw a little shade,
Oh,
but
that's
not
gonna
too
be
much.
There's
hard.
like
That's
10
gonna be
more
hard for
dogs
you.
than normal in West Hollywood and we have Dog Day, and I'm so excited about it.
Is
I
it
love
really Dog Day or is it Dog Owner Day?
It's really Dog Day because, you know what, I feel bad because I'm walking down the street in West Hollywood and I see these dogs and there's beautiful people holding these dogs. But the first thing I notice is a dog. I'm like, your dog is so cute. Bye.
Yeah, they're like, "What about me? Aren't I? Don't
you're
you
like,
care
I'm going to
about
tape
my
an
life?"
ugly dog to my face so in comparison I look better.
Oh my lord. But I am judging a celebrity lookalike contest with their dogs. Yeah. So come out and visit
So,
because I'm
yeah.
on stage with Lisa Vanderpump.
Was that the joke of the...
That was the joke.
Was that the shade? Okay, I didn't know if that was real. That
Girl.
sounds real.
Also, they're filming it for Vanderpump Rules, so come out and see me. Overboard, Saturday, May 18th. That night, I return to Long Beach's hottest party, Overboard, for my third year. Last year, I co-hosted with Andrew Christian and Real Housewives of OC's Peggy Sulayan. This year, I'm hosting with Raja and adult film entertainer Wesley Woods. Go to overboardlbc.com.
And this is during
still have
Long Beach
those.
Pride?
Yeah,
Raj is the
I-
Brazilian
GED
one.
is actually
she's
hosting
great.
a pool
Yeah,
party
I love
there.
I
Raja.
saw her recently.
I don't think
She was a hoot.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was hooting.
gorgeous.
It
One
was-
of the
it was
OGs
crazy.
of drag, like drag when you had to like have talent, not just wear a pretty outfit and then win all the awards.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about
Oh,
when you
Raja.
say that? No, I
Oh,
mean
I
the
thought
one
there
that's
was some
pretty.
Take your
shade being
pick.
thrown.
Have you seen the last season? Take your pick.
Oh, the last season's good. I like this last season. I like.
We're not even watching Reid.
I am watching.
talking about All
I
Stars?
like. Oh, are we talking about plastic?
Or are you talking about
Tiara,
the 18
Scarlet
other seasons that are out
Envy,
right
You
now?
move your microphone just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Scarlet Envy and Plastic Tiara and Silky and what's
Silky
the other one we
Ganache.
like?
I love
I
seeing
love
that.
Vanjie.
Which
So-
one?
Miss Vanjie's my favorite.
Who?
Isn't she everyone's?
Who? Oh,
All my favorites
yeah.
got
Oh,
eliminated.
Akira, yeah, or whatever
guys
that
like
one
Akira?
is. Or it's not
I
Akira.
like
Don't
Akira.
you dare
I
group
like
me in.
her.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I like
She's
her
fabulous.
a lot. She's
I like
way
Miss Vanjie
fun.
the most. I want her to
Vanjie
win.
is dating in
I know,
real
Brooklyn
life.
Heights.
It's like, what are they doing in
But
bed?
she's so talented, and I wanted to date her.
Well, there's no accounting
and I
for taste.
love her.
Miss Vanjie?
Well,
No,
I'm
Brooklyn
not saying
Heights.
Yeah,
from
me
which
too.
Why
side.
is everybody talking at the same time? Let's all have a conversation.
I'm sorry, Teach.
It's like I know. It's driving me crazy.
Talking
right
about
now.
Teach, she is a Teach, and I will tell you what. Let me formally introduce my guest co-host for tonight,
Thank
Sherri
you.
Houston, comedian, actress, content creator, producer, writer. She has experience in front of the camera as well as behind the scenes. Starred on numerous hidden camera shows, which are on YouTube, by the way, and they are a hoot. Season 8 of MTV's Punk'd, Oxygen, Celebrities Undercover with Wendy Williams as executive producer. Poor Wendy Williams. Comedy Central's Con and Disney Channel's Code 9. She has offered comedic commentary on Chelsea Lately's Roundtable. You wiped the floor with all the other comics, by the way.
I do not. No.
I would have hated to have been on the Roundtable.
No, it was so hard because you had to fight, and the producers tell you, you need to scream over everybody, get your jokes in, and it was brutal.
Yeah,
you were
that
so
must have
good.
been worse than this.
Yeah, because
No,
you're
this
screaming.
is worse.
Yeah,
This
because
is
we're
way
pretty
worse.
bad. We're pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm really masked, so I yell really loud.
Well, but then you have Chelsea Handler that you're not just trying to get your time. You're also trying to say, "Hey, I'm funny. Have me back." Because if you're not
Right.
funny on her show, she'll let you know.
Well,
That's
I mean,
scary.
Chelsea's a normal person. She's a nice person. She is.
Wow,
She's normal and like a girl's girl.
She
She's a cool
seems
chick.
chill. I mean, she seems rational.
She's she's
Yeah.
totally normal and nice. She's not an asshole.
But she's also a strong businesswoman. So if you're not funny, she doesn't want you anywhere near her show.
That's true.
Yeah. But she spends a lot of time at the LGBT Center in LA, and she hangs out with the boys.
Yeah,
and
no,
the girls.
she's totally cool.
Sharon's stand-up TV credits include MTV, Comedy Central, GSN, VH1, and TVG. Behind the scenes, she got her start like everybody else as a PA. She balanced her on-camera
Oh.
work and producing indie projects with TV production work, working in every aspect of production, from production finance, segment producing, in the field, in the studio, working as a casting producer. She understands every aspect of making web and TV content. She's produced TV and digital programming for VH1, MTV, Trace, Fox, Universal Music Group, OWN, Oxygen, NBC, and CBS television distribution. Girl, your resume
But
is
can you
like...
say
My
that 3
resume's
times
crazy,
fast?
I
but
can't even say it once fast.
It's still hard to stay employed, believe it or not. But I want to plug my my latest project. I have 2 projects. One is Judge Jackie podcast, which premieres tonight at midnight. Everybody, premieres tonight
There
at
we
midnight.
go.
There it is.
Yep.
There's Judge Jackie.
Oh, it's
It's a YouTube show and a podcast. Most people listen to it. We have a huge fan base in the UK, Australia, and believe it or not, Germany. Berlin
Oh, I
loves
believe.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it. But here in the States, a lot of people like to watch it on YouTube. So this season, I really raised the bar and called in big favors, and we shot on these beautiful
I saw.
Sony. I mean, the footage is stunning, and Alaska's in our first episode, and it is
Kate
gorgeous.
Flannery stopped by.
Kate Flannery
Love
stopped
Kate
by, and so that's gonna be the last
Sarah McLachlan
episode.
stopped by.
No,
She was just
No.
we
working
don't know
behind.
her.
She was
Oh,
doing
okay,
craft,
my bad.
Yeah, we don't know
craft
her.
services.
But
don't
yeah,
know her.
so it's happening and it premieres tonight. We'll be in the chat room, and Jackie Beat will be in the chat room talking to fans. So if anybody wants to join us there, please do.
And you're gonna survive till midnight tonight, drinking out of a martini
Well, I mean, that's
glass.
why I'm
She's
taking baby
sipping.
sips because
She's sipping.
I have
So-
coffee in the car, and I'm just gonna slam that when I get back in
It
my
looks
car.
like a judge, so I'm assuming there's some drama, and this judge Jackie is going to deliberate.
It's like Judge Judy, but with a drag queen.
Okay,
judge.
yeah, that makes perfect
So
sense.
nobody wins.
I had
Right.
this
So
idea.
nobody wins.
I swear to God, I had this idea a year ago, but nobody listens to me. What can I say?
Nobody
Well,
listens
now
to
that
me
you're on
either.
Modern Family as a main character.
For 10 years, by the way. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because I was on set
You were
last
on an
season. I was
episode.
in an episode, and it was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Jackie Beat, of course, we know she's a legendary drag queen. Her comic timing is so old school, meets new shade. It's such a perfect combination.
She was the best person for the job. So
I have
funny.
drama that she could definitely work on. Let's talk later. And
I have no
You
drama.
know.
I'm completely
Please.
drama
I'm
free.
No, we'd love to have you on the show. We'd love to have
Yeah.
you on the show if you
so,
ever want
much,
to
just
come
gay.
on.
so many legal
I'm
battles.
just gay, another
So
gay
many.
guy with no
Reid,
drama.
you're like so.
I just drink my cold coffee in the winter.
But Reid, you're so laid back, and you're so
Mask. Yeah, just say it. A mask.
No, I didn't.
That's
say
my
that.
rule.
I
Oh,
didn't
my
say
bad.
that.
My bad.
That's my
That's
job.
his thing. My bad. He's masked.
So
Mask.
what's the biggest drama that you could possibly have?
Exactly. Exactly.
Silence. Yeah, there you go. There you go. The silence tells all. Let's just put it that way.
Maybe it's so secret he can't even say it.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm
you
trying
have
to think
say
of
what it is.
lesser dramas so I can get out of this drama because something just.
Girl,
What's
just the
going
other
on?
day, the
Tell
cops
us.
were called on me. I don't know what you're going through, but I want it.
The cops were called on you?
Not on me individually, but.
Your neighbor? Were you making too much noise?
You know what?
Girl,
You know
we
what?
all have a mugshot.
Everything's a reality show. I swear to God, everything in West Hollywood
for
is a
you.
reality
Yeah.
show. Even when you're not on one. I'm like, I'm not even on a reality show, but you were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
but,
hap-
but every sorry.
No, you
No,
go.
ahead.
Oh, thank you. But
How
like
many Reid
every
goes?
message you share, like everything, there's shade that you bring. Your social media is run like the personality that you exude in the public because that's your bread and butter too. You were on MTV's X on the Beach, so that is part of it. Is to have that reality TV type of
Yeah, I didn't know when you walk into LA, you sign a non-disclosure agreement that you're gonna be filmed all the time and you're gonna have all this drama, and you're gonna be like a Netflix original series. I didn't know that, but when I crossed that border, I was like, oh, sign. What is this?
That looks like so much fun being on a reality TV show. I just think it looks awesome.
Oh, it's terrible. It looks terrible.
My ex went on it for a month. No communication with the world. No texting. No nothing. And I swear he came back throwing drinks against the wall, like sitting on top of bars.
Because he was still performing. He was still amped from that.
And I was like, that's really cool for your journey.
But
what show was he on?
He was on X on the Beach.
Oh,
that's how I got on it.
He was.
I was an X. I was an X.
I worked on that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I worked as a casting producer on it before they went with famous people.
Yeah.
They were just trying to find regular hot people.
Oh, so I missed my chance.
Well, I was like reaching out to fitness models and stuff, and mostly
cute.
fitness models, college kids.
I know they're casting for season 3 right now, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know in the location and everything like that. It's really dope, the new location. So that's
So
cool.
which fitness models were on your hit list?
You probably follow all of them.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm a fitness
well, they
guy.
all sleep with each other. That's what's crazy. They're not. They're more
the
like
gay
in
world.
the bodybuilding world. And so there was this one girl named Chelsea who a different casting producer found, and she's like one of those bodybuilder chicks. And then we found out she was having sex with this guy. I don't want to say his name because we're friends on Instagram now, and I want to do something for him.
He might unfollow you.
So I reached out
You
to
might need
him.
him to you might need to book them.
For something different. And so I reached out to him, and he was like, but I reached out to him, like, not telling him that Chelsea recommended him. I'm like, hey, person, we're doing this show, and you think you're really hot, and you'd be great on it. We framed it in, it's a show about singles, and everybody's going to hook up in this house. He's like, I might want to do that. I'm going through a breakup. Who you break up with? A girl named Chelsea. I was like, oh. Then I found out, I just reached out to a random fitness model, and it turns out he had been dating Chelsea, but he lived in Arizona, but he was a bodybuilder, and then he was dating this
Chelsea.
other girl that he just broke up with, and she had been sleeping with this other guy who's in San Diego. But they all, like, Florida, Arizona, California, that's where all the fitness models are.
I would love
and they
to
all
break
have
into
sex
that
with
group.
each other. And Nevada. There's a lot in Nevada as well.
being
and they
a
all
sexy,
have sex with each other and
being
travel.
a sexy model, I'm sure you get lots of
No, so this is the
propositions.
idea.
But
So
I'm talking about you're a sexy model, but these are the people that
They're more
they
sexy.
do. No, they're not sexy.
calling me ugly.
Sorry, they're just
they're
more better than
gigantic.
It's like they're at least 6 foot.
No, they're all on steroids. They're like bodybuilders.
Like they
They're
work out
that's
6 hours
good.
a day, eat
Yes.
chicken heads.
Yes.
And,
Oh my God, 8 chickens a day.
Yes, totally. That's what they
chicken
do.
heads.
I eat chicken McNuggets. That's what I wrote.
Oh, same.
I'm loving it.
But Sharon, I want to ask you, I love your work in front of the camera, but I also know, and I've witnessed your work behind the camera. Being a performer, like everybody wants to be on camera. How do you work that out, especially when you're on set and you see that things are just not going? You just be like, hey, I should just be in front of the camera. How do you work that balance of what jobs you want to take, number one, number two, that energy that you bring?
Oh, well, it's easy. I never have the desire to take over and be in front of the camera when I'm working behind the scenes. I want that person to do it differently or whatever, so I just give them direction. I never feel that resentment or
Do you ever feel like when you're in front of the camera that you're putting on a show for everyone, like an act?
No.
Like, are you a different character, or are you the same person that you are in real life on the camera?
I'm always the same person I am in real life.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
But keep in mind, her personality in real life is huge.
Literally, I go to
Right.
the bathroom and I'm a different person.
Well,
I'm a different
Who knows
person
what's going
with
on?
each different person I'm with.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
you
'Cause
compartmentalize
Yeah, no,
a bit?
definitely.
it's like this person's this way, so I like
You adapt. It's not
yeah,
two-faced,
adapt.
it's 30
Yeah,
faced.
exactly. Like
it's almost
you
like you're
change.
taking their energy.
Yeah,
Because
you
an
give them
actor-
what they're giving you. You
Yeah,
just
if they're,
kind
like,
of
chill
balance
as
it out
fuck,
naturally.
then you're like,
yeah, then
chill.
you're like, yeah.
If you're hyper, then they're hyper.
That's
yeah.
active listening, but it also can
Order
get you
in
in
the
trouble.
court.
If you're doing like a 2-person scene and the other person sucks.
What
and you're
scene
just
are we
like-
talking about?
Like in a TV show or a film.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
No.
Yeah, but you just, sometimes people, this is what I bring to the table as someone who's been in front of the camera. When I see somebody who's nervous or they're not getting it, I can communicate to them in a way that will get results because I can tap into what they're feeling a little more acutely than someone who's never been in front of like, that's why I love, I'm forgetting his name because I'm tired. He's a movie director. He directed Pie and he directed Requiem for a
Andre
Dream.
Bocelli.
Darren
No.
Aronofsky.
Okay,
He's one of my
Aaron-
Yeah, that
favorite.
was-
He's one of my favorite directors. But you know what? He took acting classes in New York, so he would be a better director.
Oh, that makes sense. And
He's
a
a
performer.
I
nobleman.
wish more
He
directors did
gets-
that.
well, and the performances he gets from his films, because he puts them in hyper realities, like Requiem from a Dream. That's in my
Brilliant.
top 5 along with
Oh.
Ed Wood.
Yeah.
Ellen Burstyn, her performance in there, she should have won the Academy Award. Aaron Brockovich.
Are we talking about the
Joe
guy who
Roberts.
did the Chloe Sevigny, like that guy?
No.
No, that's a different guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea what you guys have said for the last 2 minutes.
Well, yeah.
Requiem for a Dream, as an actor, you would absolutely love it, but
It's
it's that
brilliant.
intensity.
Oh, I
Very,
love
very
Jennifer
horrifying.
Connelly.
Oh, she's
Oh my God,
so
she's so
good.
gorge.
She's good
Love
in
her.
everything that she
She's
does.
good in everything.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
on a new TNT show.
Didn't she leave her husband for another
have
actor?
cable?
Good for her.
Oh my God, you guys are so dishy.
I mean, it's just funny
Allegedly.
because I would never. I don't know. It's one of those things where, I don't know.
Exactly. I agree.
It's like I don't fuck people over, and I don't leave someone for someone else,
Are
and
you
I
in
don't
entertainment?
cheat. I know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's noble
we need
of
to
you.
work on
Are you
that.
Gandhi?
No.
She's a
but
Gandhi of
listen,
Hollywood.
I
She's the
think-
Gandhi of Hollywood,
I think
and I
I'd
respect
be
that.
much
Just-
more successful if I were a cunt. You know what I mean? But
Do you know that that's probably 1,000% true?
That's true.
that is
That's
no,
true.
totally 100% true.
Now,
It's all
Sherri-
about ratings.
Well, but it's also
Like I always see
You have
people
no-
who step on others and get ahead,
Yeah.
or aren't necessarily truthful or whatever, and that's not. They skyrocket, and then I'm still just a producer and not an EP.
Well, that's like a personality trait.
Yeah.
If that's
It
not
is.
you, it's not you.
You're gonna get,
But
you
there's
know,
an
if you
aspect of
screw
the
people
business,
over,
though.
you're gonna get screwed over. in
right,
the
but
end.
there is an aspect of the business that rewards that kind of behavior.
and people have progressed in the business because they've undercut people, they've cheated people out of auditions because they were competition. There's some nasty stuff that goes on.
That's
and
happened to
you
me a
see
couple
a lot
times.
behind the camera.
But at the same time, there's so many freaking insecure people in this world that when I see someone who's willing to do, they don't give a fuck. They'll do whatever they want. I kind of respect them. I'm like, wow, they'll just say anything. Like
Well, I
they
get
don't
that.
care what
There's
people think.
respect in
I
that
don't-
in the business world, but if you move that over to your personal life, that's gonna fuck you over. Like, because people are, I'll do whatever it takes to get on top, and a lot of people do this. All the TV programs,
Yep.
broadcasting programs do that, and then they bring it over to their personal life, and they're alone, and their life is their job. And I feel like that's a lot of people in like that step on people.
Well, a lot of
in the
people are like that
industry.
anyway. Like a lot of people, their life is their job. It's like if you love your job, then you want it to be your life.
That's
Well, see,
true.
Wisdom from Ray.
No, but seriously, if it's your passion, and we know in
Next.
entertainment, we wake up thinking what we're gonna do. We go.
How
to,
can we have fun?
There's
Right.
never
Yeah.
a time where you're not thinking of your career or how to progress that or saturating something. It's always in your mind because it's your passion, and that's what passion does. Sherri, and you've been in the industry through some of the biggest cable names, and you've seen the progression since like digital coming in.
Oh yeah.
What are the biggest ways that you've seen network and cable
Shoot
television
themselves in the foot?
change the most, though? But like, what are some of the biggest changes that you're seeing?
They're not changing. That's the problem.
And they're becoming dinosaurs.
Well, it's that there. It's
that's a lot.
what's weird is you guys are getting hammered.
Oh yeah. Well, they're free
Judge
drinks.
me.
I mean,
Don't judge. Thank you.
I'm
Stoli.
I'm
working
not
on
judging. I think
Don't
it's
judge.
fabulous.
I'm working on a recurring salary
No,
here.
I
you
wish I could get hammered.
No, see-
But I have to work after this. But
1 a.m. You're gonna be hammered.
Huh?
At 1 a.m.
No, I
You're
won't
gonna-
be. I might do shots after. I might
Why
do
are you
shots
fondling
after
that mic so much?
to celebrate.
It's
Yeah.
drooping.
Do you know what I like to do? You guys are gonna think it's gross, but it's fabulous.
Oh.
What?
I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
I was
'cause
literally
this
like,
could go
okay,
in
girl, give
every
it to me.
different
This could
direction.
go in so
Sounds
many
yummy.
different.
I was like, I also do that.
No, I love to do shots of whiskey with a pickle.
Okay, I hate it already.
Oh,
I hate it already.
I thought something. I was like,
I've never
Yeah,
done
yeah.
that.
I like
before.
drinking. I like drinking
popping.
pickle
That
That
juice.
was like a
TLC.
ping pong
Oh, yeah,
ball
fabulous.
show.
When you're
or something.
hungover, pickle
Like,
juice
I
is
was-
like my heaven. I'm like over here
Oh.
chugging pickle juice when I'm hungover,
So then why
and it's
doesn't
life.
that sound
Oh.
good?
It's
Whiskey
so
and
good. You do a
pickles.
shot of whiskey and a shot of pickle juice.
I'm not a
It's
dark.
Yeah.
I'm not a dark
fabulous.
liquor fan.
And then you
I'm not
watch
a
Oh, I
an
love
episode
dark. I
of
love all
Ellen, and
liquor.
then everything's better again.
Yeah.
I don't watch Ellen anymore.
What is going on with that Ellen's been posting today on Instagram with the Sultan of Brunei? First of all, I didn't know he
Yeah.
owned all those hotels, and why do people hate gay people so much? Like, I do not understand.
Because we dress better.
But they're gonna
we have
stone
better
us.
manners.
And we're not like
bored.
available to them.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
they're
the
gonna
call?
I am
murder.
available. Send me a
No,
DM.
they're gonna murder a bunch of people.
Yeah, so there's a government, and you know the name better, but starting
Brunei.
tomorrow, yeah, it's legal to stone people to death for being gay. These are the owners that own major hotels.
What
in
state
Los
is
That
Angeles.
this?
list. Everyone's posting
No,
it.
Brunei is
The
a
list
country,
of
but they
bands.
own
Oh,
hotels in
no,
California. They
Yeah,
own the
no,
Bel
like,
Air
some-
and the
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen
Beverly
so
Hills
much
Beverly Hills
about that.
Hotel. Yeah, so stars are like saying, don't have your meetings there. 'cause you know-
Boycott is what we're looking at
Right.
now.
Yeah, cancel
Yeah.
your. I mean, what a nightmare.
I mean, can't everyone just be like normal gays and just
Well,
stay at
you
their
know,
Ramada?
like 100 years ago, we were just having secret relationships. It's just, you know.
No, I'm
that's
even
what
afraid.
they
I
have
wanted to
do.
take a trip to Egypt this year, but
Unfortunately for them.
I heard
Yeah.
the news like you've got to be like so discreet there, or like you're
You do-
gonna
you
get.
can't-
Oh, yeah, you look a
No,
bit
you
Egyptian.
can't,
Yeah, I
yeah.
could see that.
What? Oh.
Yeah, you have an Egypt thing.
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on,
I got like the eyeliner.
El Pharaoh,
that look,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, oh,
no.
that-
I
But
could
you
be
know-
a king. I hate cats.
A lot of gay celebrities go to Dubai because it's so fabulous and it's very over the top.
And it's the
they
same
say,
gays you
oh,
see with
you'll
different
be fine,
harnesses."
You'll be fine until that moment that it's not fine because
Right.
somebody has an idea. So I mean, this is what we're dealing with still to this day.
I actually went to Tel Aviv recently.
Oh, I
and
love Israel.
What channel
I
is
love
that?
Israel. I went for Tel Aviv.
I want to go swim in that.
Oh,
Dead
yeah,
Sea.
yeah,
Yes,
the Dead Sea.
You literally float unless you're a little heavy and you
Oh yeah.
kind of sink a little
So
bit.
I
You're
went to
like,
Tel Aviv Pride, Forever Tel Aviv, not long ago, and
I
I
love
loved
Israel.
it. I loved every minute. I stayed there for a week. But then on Sunday when they had the Pride Parade, it was such a shock to me. Every business on that street shut down because it's against their religion.
Of course it is.
And they were afraid of just the judgment.
Of the gay.
The gay.
Of
the
the
gay.
gays.
And I was like,
Yeah.
not even food. You couldn't get food. You couldn't get gas. Everything was shut down on that street during that Pride Parade because no
you
one
have all the
wanted to be
major
stuck with that.
religions congregate.
And Tel Aviv is actually one of
yeah.
the more, lenient
Yeah.
on that side. It's the most lenient
I
in
heard
Israel.
it's fabulous.
Oh, it's amazing.
I was in Israel for 2 weeks. Trip changed my life. It was from like an architecture aspect, from a history aspect, even from a religious aspect. It was the most amazing trip I've ever had in my entire life.
Wow.
But if you want to I'm just going to throw this out. I'm going to do a little shout out moment here. My favorite Pride ever, and the most respected one that I've ever been to, I've been to like each year I go to about 16, 17 Prides.
I bet.
Oh yeah, I go to a lot of Prides. But
Don't they all look the same after a while?
they do because I see the same people with different harnesses. Yeah, because they're like, oh my God, meet me at World Pride, girl. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there. I'll be wearing the Andrew Christian harness. Look for me.
Well, and to me,
bitch.
that's not pride to me. It's like, let's go out and party, get
That's what
drunk
I'm
with
saying.
the same people over
That's
and over.
what I'm saying.
That's not pride. It's
'Cause
like,
that's
oh,
what
That's
Pride
what I
is.
do, though. My favorite Pride ever, and I'm going to brag about it, is Honolulu Pride.
oh wow.
Honolulu Pride is the most respectable Pride to me. I mean, I love Atlanta Pride and big prides, but they don't appreciate you. All it's about is doing drugs and circuiting out. and-
allegedly.
Allegedly.
We have
Yeah.
Jeffrey Sanker on the show next week.
I love Jeffrey Sanker. I'm going to White Party. I'm an ambassador for them. I love it. But I'm saying that Honolulu Pride is the most community pride, and it brings it back. It dates it back. It says, I went to Honolulu Pride last year, and I walked in and we did the parade, and you don't see people looking for circuit parties. Nothing changes about the club or the island. It's community. You see families, moms, dads, children, all just being happy about being a part of the community and just being just equal with each other. And you celebrate that there. It's not about what drugs are you doing or alcohol you're drinking or what parties are going on. They are just happy to be alive and with each other. And that is the best pride to me because we're not celebrating like parties, we're celebrating equality. And I love Honolulu Pride for that.
Well, and I love somebody from your circle saying that because that's important to hear because those are not the messages we get on Instagram, on
Of
social
course.
media.
Well,
Right.
Instagram, social media is always a front for
Right, but
everyone.
I totally get that too. Every post I see, I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I'm like, let's see how much of this.
We
is
are
real.
just as much
Yeah.
as influencers are just as much as actors are.
Right.
But I have a problem when people post themselves as looking like the coolest, most wonderful person ever. It's sort of like I can't relate with them. I'm sort of like
But that's the
I don't
idea,
feel
is
that
you
way.
don't-
So
like, we
how
wanna
can I
make sure
relate
you
with this
can't
person I'm
relate.
following?
That's the
Right.
idea of influencers. They're like, okay, we want to show you something you don't get to experience.
But there's a difference of income. Let's bring it down to money. Like, Nick, you'll get people say, hey, we're going to pay you this to wear underwear, blah, blah, blah. You have to look the best and have to be fabulous. Nobody wants to see you depressed. Nobody wants to see what
I wanna
actual
see him
issues.
depressed.
I know, that's...
It's
no,
a giant front. No,
But
everyone
but
thinks
that's-
I'm happy all of the
that's-
time.
that's
and
what we wanna see.
I'm like literally, I put on a front when I grow my Instagram or my social media. I put on a front. It's not like 100% real. I go through things all the time, but it's something like I like to think of my Instagram as when I lived in Florida. I didn't have money. I didn't have a lot of money. I couldn't travel. I never traveled out of the state. I never traveled out of the country. But like I would live experiences through things I saw on TV, through people's Instagrams, through people's Facebook, and I would never have the money to afford that. But the fact that I could live their experiences with them made me feel better. So that's what I try to do with my social media. Is like, I want to go scuba diving. I can show you that,
Yeah.
and you can kind of live a part of that with me.
Yeah, vicariously they can enjoy it.
And that's
I
It's
get
so
that,
amazing.
but it is a little like. when
And then
move
if
to
you want to
LA,
throw my
all your
ass
dreams
in
can
there,
be
like
true.
whatever.
Oh, girl, I have seen you naked more than I've seen
I
myself.
want to see.
Oh,
You
really?
want to see, girl?
Google.
Yeah.
But
Google,
Reid,
get me
for
my
like your
Google.
social media, like you're paid to act on your TV shows and your films that you do. Like you're not being hired for your.
I'm straight for pay.
So,
Yeah.
there has to be
Well-
like a term for that. Like
There
Straight for
is.
pay?
Gay for
Yeah.
pay.
Called straight for pay.
Eric is gay for pay. I am straight for pay.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Eric's gay
I'm
for
just
pay.
for pay, so if anybody
just for pay.
check out my
Any pay.
OnlyFans.
Well, and Reid, you officially moved back to LA. Today was like
Yeah.
your first full LA day.
Yeah.
So grab them coins. Let's officially introduce our guests for tonight. You guys, we're actually gonna get real with these gentlemen, and we're gonna talk about their career. We're gonna talk about some important issues while still drinking. Boop, boop. And
Which
Sherri, you're
means
gonna
my
help me.
ex-boyfriends. That's
I
exactly
want
what
to
that
chime
means.
in on the important
Yeah.
issues.
Holy ganali.
Oh wait, no, we have another one, girl. Get over there.
my
I'm not good at the reading.
You can just throw that in the end of this.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Thank God you're so
you
tall.
have a problem. You have a problem, my friend.
Okay, no, you stay sober one day while being in the scene in West Hollywood. You tell me I have a problem.
True. Okay, Reid Ewing has been on the show Modern Family since the very first episode, now getting ready to film its final season. Raised in Florida and performing in theater, he studied at the Dreyfus School of the Arts in West Palm Beach and the School for Film and Television in New York before moving to LA. When he moved to LA at 17, booked a lead in a pilot where he was cast as a redneck monster truck
Yeah,
driver.
TMZ did a thing about
I saw
it.
that video.
It's
I
yeah,
saw
it's,
that
it's from
video.
Yeah,
YouTube.
that's a
When I
sexy-
saw
Oh, I
that.
made that by myself,
No,
so yeah,
it's-
don't
it's
even
fabulous.
I
worry
love
about
the screenshot.
Yeah, yeah. I
you
was.
want-
Yeah, it's camp. It's supposed
You have
to be
all
like
these
John
photos?
Watersy. That was my concept for my music video. Go ahead,
Yes.
enjoy it. Check it out.
Also, if you want to know more about where he got the lead in the pilot, just check out his tattoo. He tattooed the logo
Yeah,
of the show
okay. Let's
on
just-
his body, which
let's
he
do
now
a
regrets.
reveal.
Where is that tattoo?
It's right here.
Oh, that's a big tattoo.
It's a monster truck. It's
my
a big
God.
one.
That's a tattoo.
Wow.
It's a big one.
Did it
Yeah.
come? Now, did that come from a zebra stripe gum wrapper?
I was gonna say it's about hope and achieving your dreams, but sure, yeah.
But we remember
Zebra
it is
stripes.
a monster
No,
truck.
but
I
actually,
love
it's,
it.
it is actually very sweet because it was your first pilot, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, I came to LA and I booked this pilot. Now I'm in a show.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
It was surprising. I was like, I had nothing on my resume, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, you're gonna be a lead, but it never got picked up. You know, that's a lot of people's story.
Right,
That's awesome
totally.
though that you actually did get picked up though.
But I will tell
Yeah.
you, and that's an important story to share because we've even had people on the show from MTV, CW,
Yeah.
and they're
TBS.
E Network, bravo.
TNT. No. But what I'm saying is that they get their first major show. They're buying the house. They're buying the fancy car. They're
UPN.
just going out. And then the show gets canceled, doesn't get picked up for another season or whatever. And they're just like, well, we've already started living this lifestyle because we're fabulous. And then it's like back to that.
You
Right.
buy
Anyway,
all your friends Ferraris.
I
and
never.
they're
Well,
poor.
that's the thing. I've
Yeah,
never. Yeah,
yeah.
I always save my
You ever
money
buy
when
a
I start
Ferrari?
making. I've never made that much money
friends.
on a gig like that, but you just have to save your money.
See, that's always, I am the
I don't
most
panic.
irresponsible
Rich
person.
people-
Are you really?
If you give me $10, I'll spend 20.
Rich people don't stay rich by spending their money.
That's exactly it.
Well, it's pretty easy to spend your money, you know. I mean, like once you're paying your rent here in LA, that's pretty much
gone.
that's all your
That's
money.
your
That's
tap
all
Oh
your
my
out.
money.
god!
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
I already tore that Band-Aid off this morning when I paid my rent. And
It's
I
a
was
I
like,
see the
nightmare.
wound.
I feel
Oh my
bad for
God.
you guys because if I were in my 20s and I moved here at this time, I would have like 10 roommates.
People
I don't know
can't.
how I could do it.
But you have to.
I cried this morning in the car for 4 hours.
How much is your rent?
Okay, we're not gonna talk about numbers.
Okay, we don't have to talk about numbers. Okay.
Let me just say,
I live
saw
great.
No, we
I
don't
live
have to.
great. I
Yeah.
live great. I live great. I'm gonna be honest.
I saw a studio apartment in West Hollywood going for $2,200
Yeah.
for a studio apartment.
You can buy
that
a
was
house
less
in
than
El
7
Paso
months.
for that.
$200
Oh yeah.
a month.
I'd have a
Yeah.
house
But for
somewhere.
I travel
Not
to
a full
small
kitchen,
cities
not
all the
anything.
time
You
for
walk in.
prides, and you can buy houses for $2,000
In other in Long
and
Beach,
like
you
in Texas.
No, Long Beach, you
Just
can't
getting
even
more
afford Long Beach
expensive.
anymore,
Yeah.
dude.
Because
You
they have the
can't-
gay
yeah.
mayor, Mr. Garcia. I see you.
Hola.
yeah, Mr.
Hola.
Garcia.
You said
yeah,
hola.
You
Okay.
heard
This
him.
gay mayor of Long Beach has
love
great
it.
parties. Reid has also appeared in the films Fright Night with my boyfriends Colin Farrell and Dave Franco, and 10
Yeah,
roles
they
for
talked
Sleeping
about you.
Around. He's also been an advocate for mental health awareness and was named one of the faces of the future by Nylon Magazine's Young Hollywood issue.
One of the most mentally unhealthy people. That was my award of the year. Yeah.
I just realized I
Are
should
you
have wrote my
serious?
bio a lot longer.
I did get an award though. I did get a mental health award, but it wasn't for being unhealthy. It was
No, but we actually have
I
a
had a
picture
mental health award.
from one of your
Things?
Yeah, where you spoke
The
at.
things where I was? Yeah. I went to DC
I've
and
seen
did a
this
little
show.
talk. Oh, good
I'm
luck,
not-
Charlie.
Yeah, I'm not proud
That's
that
right
I
up
watched
your
drama.
alley.
There was
I'm a
drama
very
that was
cartoon.
reported, and I was like, it's
there's
probably all
some.
PR. In addition to acting, Reid also plays the piano, guitar, and banjo. He wrote the song "In the Moonlight," "Do Me," which became a cult favorite, which of course his character Dylan performed on Modern Family. His social media skills need some work, but we love his acting. Please welcome for his first time, Reid Ewing.
Woohoo.
I'm following you.
Let's repeat that. My social media needs some work.
Are you
'cause,
media
it's a-
underscore
I
Reid?
Yes.
well,
I'm
I'm
like, is that him?
emphasis on the underscore.
What's that handle though? Let's be real. What's that handle?
He
Media
didn't know he was going to be a
underscore?
star.
What?
Media underscore. Like what is that?
It's a
Is
lot
that
of
even-
anime.
Wait.
Your name isn't
It's
even
a lot
first.
because I'm a lot of anime. Okay, because that's
Which
like
I love.
I'm
I love
at least
anime.
50% anime.
That means that there's.
It
some
means
smarts
I'm
there.
smart. You know,
Yeah.
everybody knows that anime fans are the smartest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, without fail,
I've
I've never
heard
met
that.
a dumb anime person.
Do you guys know Miley Flanagan?
I know.
she an anim-
well,
She does a voiceover on,
Oh, okay.
on an anime.
Do you have to read that
voiceover
book
for
backwards also?
No.
Oh, you're dyslexic.
I do read. I do like reading books backwards. I always open to
You
the
have
back
something
of the book
against all
sometimes.
I
I
don't know
don't
what
know why.
happens in case, like, is it a good enough ending that
Was like,
I'm the worst.
or maybe we were Jewish in a past life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I'm like, why am I opening this book from the back?
Jewish. What
Apparently
does
that's the
Jewish
right way
have
to
to
read
do
it.
with opening
Does
a
you
book?
read backwards?
Oh,
They
the
read
Torah.
backwards,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're
right,
talking about
right.
reading
Okay,
backwards
yeah.
in
Yeah.
the book, not dyslexia.
Right,
Thank
right,
you
right.
for
Oh,
bringing
I'm
that
sorry.
up.
I thought you were an anime fan.
Well, no, he's a
Yeah.
Mormon.
That's not-
Who is she? I
When
went
it
to the
comes to
book
religion,
fair.
he only knows about polygamy, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I'm just saying, I went to the book fair in elementary school. I know what anime is.
Do you remember when the book
Okay.
fair would come in and you check
I
off everything?
loved it.
You'd go home to your
Oh
parents and be
my
like,
God.
hey, I want
I need
2,000
this.
books.
Yes.
And they're like, you don't even
You
know how
walk
to read
away with
anything.
2 pencil grippers.
I want
Yeah.
every
Your parents didn't want to fund
Goosebumps.
you.
Goosebumps.
Every Goosebumps
Just
just for the
Goosebumps.
cover. I don't want to read it.
I was a very
But
much a
read
Captain,
Give me those
everything.
a
Goosebumps.
Captain Underpants fan right here.
I was a
Yes, we
voracious
know.
reader as a kid.
Oh yeah, Captain
was fat.
Underpants.
The
Yeah.
use
It
of
gave
the
me
word
hope
voracious.
as a
Yeah.
child.
Well, I mean, I was
Hope
fat.
that I could
I
wear
had
my
to go
underwear
outside and
and
play.
be praised by it.
On
And
the
guess
outside,
what?
yeah.
And guess what? After watching Captain Underpants, I now
Wait.
can do that.
Reid, is
You're an
this your
underwear
dog?
model.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
it kind
were-
of happened.
Chubby?
It's inspiration.
Chubby, I was fat. Wait, is this your dog?
Oh well,
Oh, she's
the
creeping.
fat
She's
thing.
creeping.
Like I'm like,
I love
you're
it.
beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah, I know he's beautiful too. I have 2
Oh.
dogs right now in LA, and I'm gonna probably bring a third.
What's their names?
Yeah. We have Raki, we have Abby, and we have Parappa. Parappa's.
Parappa the Rappa.
Thank you. Yeah,
Oh.
not many. You're like one of 5 who have like.
Those are so
really?
cute names.
Yeah.
That's
They're
a great
very
video
original.
game.
Abby especially. Yeah.
Abby, why
Yeah.
Abby?
Well, she just came with that name.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Why
I didn't get to
change
pick
a
it.
fabulous
Yeah.
Do you have a
name?
dog?
Oh,
No,
there we go.
I
You
did
travel
adopt a
too
dog. I adopted a
much.
dog. I
Those
did adopt a
graphics
dog when I
are-
lived in Florida, and is a rescue dog, part boxer, part pit bull. I named his name is Cooper. Loved him to death. 55 pounds of muscle, but I had to leave him in Florida. I traveled too much.
That's okay. As long as he has a
travel too
home,
much.
it
I
doesn't
can't even
matter.
take care of myself. Like I
Exactly.
killed a bird because I thought I need to have something.
What?
The bird died.
Oh my God! No,
It's like
I thought you were
Monty
just doing
Python.
some. I killed a bird because I wanted something. I was like, what does that mean?
No, I mean,
No,
you
no,
just
but like I
couldn't
thought
Like a
I should
Jason
have.
thing?
Yeah,
It's a
Right.
Jason
Right.
thing.
I
That's
just
what
can't
it
take
means.
care of
American Horror Story?
just
What is
can't.
one?
Yeah.
girl,
Jessica
love is
Lange.
what it is.
Oh God,
Okay.
we just hit another
Dying
topic.
moment.
Let me formally also introduce Nick Masc is the leading international underwear model at Andrew Christian. Just don't tell Marie Spivey or
love
Corey
Andrew
Z that.
Well, they're no longer
he
there.
looks like
well,
it, too.
I guess Corey Z is there.
Your videos are still coming out, and it looks like you guys are filming together.
Oh
even
well, no,
though-
you gotta be able to separate personal from work.
Right.
There was not much being separated between you and Corey Z. Nick, only having 2 years of modeling under his belt, hasn't stopped since his rise to the top, which is the only time he's been called to top. In his short time, Nick's social media audience has grown very quickly. You can check out his not safe for work Instagram stories if you want a heart attack. Already this year, Nick was featured on covers of GED magazine, Grab magazine, and features in magazines like Huff, CyberSocket, and GNI. He can also be seen wandering onto your TV screens as a guest feature on MTV's X on the Beach Season 2, Bravo's Real Housewives of Dallas, and Lifetime's Dance Moms. Obsessed with Dance Moms. Not only does Nick work for Andrew
that
Christian,
list.
but he also works for the largest LGBTQ alcohol supporter,
Stoli.
I love Stoli.
I do too. No
Also,
hangover
that's
with
how
me
you
tonight.
I love the flavors.
Well, and they
Oh
also
my
give
God,
to LGBT.
blueberry. I tried to
Holy
find it.
Chinaya.
Blueberry and
It's
Sprite.
hard to find.
So hard.
Can I ask a question about? May I? May I?
Yes.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
so
the co-host, girl. You can do whatever you want.
okay, work, bitch.
Girl.
I have a question about modeling. So I hear, do you do this before a shoot? Do you do that thing where you fill up the hot tub with hot water and salt, and then you stay in there and you
I've heard
just
that.
soak, and then you get out, and then you're emaciated?
Okay, so I've got to tell you,
real?
when I
a
started
thing?
modeling 2 years ago for Andrew Christian, I was very on edge about everything. I was like, I have to be perfect. I have to be skinny. I have to keep up with these guys. So before
Because the
shoots-
models are fucking hot.
Yeah, the models are high. And
They're
you come
all so twinky.
But you know,
Oh, but I love
you
them.
come
They're so
from somewhere
sweet.
like Pensacola, Florida, and then you move to LA in 2 weeks, and then you're expected to be, you're a 10 in
Ripped.
your hometown,
Yeah.
and then you come here and you're like a 5 in LA.
Yeah.
And it sucks because you're compared to
I
everybody.
don't know what
and
that's
everything.
like.
That's
Yeah.
because you're a solid 11, girl.
There's
If
a
you're
lot of
funny enough,
tens
nobody
here.
cares what number you are.
That's true.
But anyway,
girl, just-
I
They
used
just wanna-
to take water pills. I used to not eat 2 days before.
That's what LA
I-
does to you,
I
though.
used to like do all this stuff, and I used to run miles without eating, and I go in these things. Hey, look, snatch, yes. But then after doing it for 2 years, you start to lean off of it. I've never done the saltwater thing, but you start to lean off it. You start to say, okay, this is what I'm presenting to the world. I don't want to lie about it. I don't want to say this is only me on a good day.
Right.
So you come into the modeling world now, and now I go into modeling world. I work out 6 days a week. That's what I'm presenting. Yes, I eat cheeseburgers, but I'm not going to go out of my way to say I'm this when I'm not this 100% of the time.
But you know what I
Smart.
always say? Nothing.
What do you
Never
always
mind.
do? You
Yeah,
even
but
say
you
that?
do.
Go ahead.
You're
No, go
so
ahead, go ahead.
tall. It's
Nothing
probably hard for you to gain
looks
weight.
as good as skinny feels.
I say it's
That's
on my
such
fridge.
bullshit.
That's
But
on my
There's a
fridge. That's not
difference
true. It's
between
very true.
There's a
No,
difference between skinny
because you're in
and
a bad
fat.
mood
That's
all the
my
time.
quote. That's my.
no,
I made
that's
that
my
up,
quote.
by the way,
No,
everybody. I made that up. It
No,
wasn't
you-
Kate Moss.
It was.
It was me.
I have that on my fridge.
My grandma
Nothing
even did
tastes
like a
as good
needle
as skinny
point with
feels.
that slogan. She put it on my bed. No, but not to bring things down
Lock
a little
my
bit.
fridge. Kate Moss picture.
Whatever.
Okay.
I love
No,
her.
I'm
I
just
love her
kidding.
too.
You
I
know,
actually like
like
her
do
too.
your
But you probably it's probably hard for you to gain weight because you're so tall.
Well,
And I'm 4'10" and a half, so I have to watch my food intake. Like,
Well, actors don't have to be that skinny, you know.
right.
okay. So
I would
but
love
here's
just
the
to
thing.
focus waking up in the morning and say, I want to be skinny today. I would love that because I switched from that. I was like, I want to be skinny. I have to be skinny. And then now you're like, now the trend is you have to have muscle.
Now,
You
yeah,
have
right.
to eat
Fit
8
is hot.
chickens a day
Yeah.
in order to be cute.
No,
You've got to do
Fuck off.
keto and fucking do Rise Nation.
Yeah, I
You
literally
guys-
buried the
CrossFit.
camp.
You guys, the trend is whatever the hateful comment you got, that's what in your mind is the trend is. Because you could get 10 comments saying, we love you the way you are. Somebody's
But
going to
that
say you don't have
one-
enough muscle.
that
That's what I'm
one
saying. So it's not a
matters.
trend.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
what
Thank
you
God
think
for
it's a trend.
Andrew
true,
Christian
it's
for
true.
deleting those comments for me.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
So okay, but you know, not to bring it down a little bit, Reid, you have been very, very outspoken and I think very positive for the community. In your own struggle, you struggled from body dysmorphia.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I
Same.
have that.
So I think everyone in
Yeah.
LA has that if you're in the social scene.
Yeah, but he
Hey,
really
this is
had
my
it.
thing. Hum,
Yes.
hum.
Nick,
Stop taking
Nick,
that.
shift it back.
Are we reversing it or doing it in full drive?
No,
'Cause I'm ready for
because-
either.
No. This is coming to LA, auditioning. The body dysmorphia got so bad, you actually modified your body with a series.
Yeah,
of
I got a
plastic
bunch of
surgeries.
plastic surgery. It didn't go
did?
well.
It
Yeah,
went
I did,
awful.
and I'm gonna undo it too. Like they put in implants, and I'm gonna get them taken out. And I know it's
In your
cra-
body?
I don't see it.
In your face?
Well, anyway, it's a long story.
I was gonna
It's-
say that's the worst that you could say.
Yeah,
to
but you
somebody
look
with-
like a person you look like a normal person.
well, thank you. That's a
I'm
good
hoping he
start.
does.
You know, that's
You know
a
what I
really
mean?
good
Because
start.
most people that have had work done, you look at them and you're like, that person looks like a science
Right,
project.
Yeah,
right.
that, like Prometheus.
Yeah, no, I get you, but it's just kind of like one of those things. People all have their own drama that they have
Right.
to deal with and stuff. But I just feel like people should, before they go and they get plastic surgery, they should ask themselves whether it's the right idea or whether maybe they should just work on themselves a little bit more.
I believe that
Yeah.
with Botox.
Because it's
I
not
do
going
too,
to
I'm
make you that
scared.
much happier,
I-
probably. I mean, it might. I don't know.
Well, I think people go in thinking that plastic surgery is going to solve their mental issues. It's going to solve their dating issues. It's going to make them look like
Make
a
them feel
star in their
prettier.
mind.
Right, I thought
You
I
still
was.
are you.
Yeah, I
You
thought
think
I
you
was
look
gonna
like
go
Brad
under
Pitt.
the knife, and then all of a sudden, boom, Hercules.
But you're gorgeous.
Literally, the cartoon Hercules.
Did
Yeah,
you actually
but-
use that picture on
Yeah, I'm like,
Botch
make
and
me
be
look like
make me look
this.
like this?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you actually made a good point in one of your interviews is that the doctors who do this plastic surgery, especially on somebody so young, they don't go through that process. They don't say, hey, why don't you talk this through?
Basically,
It's like,
they're
"You got
completely
your money."
straight.
Well,
Yeah.
they want your money. Is all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that everyone who goes in for like a lot of heavy duty plastic surgery should talk to a therapist. Like that should be part of the process. Okay, great. This is what you want to get done. I'm gonna have you talk to this mental health professional, but call them something else and just talk it through and just make sure that especially if it's something that's extreme.
Yeah, I honestly wish I kind of just didn't.
I don't know if you mind me asking, but what is your big thing what surgery do you like regret the most?
Nick.
No, it's
that's-
okay.
I
It's
kinda
okay.
wanna
You
know.
can see it on Inside Edition, but they put some mandibles in right here around this area, and then
to broaden your jaw.
yeah, but then they took it out because it was really
Too broad.
They put some implant in here in the chin, but then they took it out because it was like too big. What the point of my story is, like, there's a complication, so you have to be kind of careful in,
Well,
when
I think
you're
you look
doing
amazing,
it. Yeah,
so.
well, thank you
No,
very
you're
much.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
definitely.
you.
But I think
I feel
all
bad
looks
for all
very
the young
natural.
girls in West
It looks
Hollywood
all
that
very
can't
natural.
fuck you.
Well, I just think that people should try to like
The girls are
enjoy
like,
their
oh.
own, their
proud
own
of your
beauty,
body,
whatever
right?
it is. Yeah, exactly.
Body positivity.
Whether you look like this guy or whoever,
But I think more should be talked about that, especially in young Hollywood.
Sorry,
It should be coming from
Mr.
the
Masc.
agents. It should be coming from the PR reps to take care of your client, because you were doing this, spending your money for Modern Family, and you were actually doing it while you were filming.
Yeah.
And it's like all of that is
on
happening.
Yeah,
well, I
but
wasn't
okay.
filming that often. It was like one episode a season for most of it, so it wasn't like
It's like he was on set every day. But I will say this: for my entire career, and I've been doing this for a long time, I've been
We've
told,
heard.
and you can see, you guys see what I look like right now. At this weight, I was told I was too fat.
Okay, look.
At
so
this
this
weight,
is
I was
different
told to
from
lose
LA
weight.
fat and normal fat.
Right, exactly. So
Right.
I
LA
personally,
fat
for
does
me,
not exist in the real world.
No,
At
LA
all.
fat is
No,
you're
it
always
doesn't.
fat. That's
But
what the LA fat
LA
is. You're
fat is
always
you're
fat.
always fat.
You could be 22 pounds and you're always fat.
I felt the best when I was 96 pounds, and the only way I could maintain that weight was by smoking constantly and popping Vicodin.
Okay, I can name 18 different celebrities.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only way I could maintain that weight.
No
Like,
Adderall?
No.
No.
Adderall
okay.
is usually a key.
Well, I figured.
I love
key.
I
Adderall.
thought that was
Adderall's
kind of, I just
fabulous.
assumed.
Yeah, I like
love
Xanax
it.
and a glass of
Well,
wine.
why Coke
Yes.
anymore? Why do Coke? No.
Why do you
I
Coke?
love-
Adderall's
Yeah, yeah.
When I
fabulous.
go to a Hollywood party and people are passing it around, Trace is like, "Hey, want some Coke?" And I'm like, "Bitch, does it look like I do Coke? Like, don't
That's
give
what
it
I
to
do
me."
Adderall, which
Okay,
is
so have you seen that
completely
meme?
I do Lucky Charms
I moved-
cereal at 4 in the
Yeah.
morning.
I moved
That's
to
what I do.
LA and I saw this meme the moment I moved here, and it could not be more real. I moved to LA and they're like, okay, 2 things I learned when I was being adult: that cheese is expensive and everyone does Coke.
It's
that's
true.
a
Well, cheese is
Complete
expensive.
accuracy.
It is really-
That's,
And
yeah,
everyone
it's,
does
it's
Cheese
an
is
Coke.
expensive cheese.
That's why I
yeah.
only buy it at Trader Joe's because it's less
Yeah.
expensive.
Oh my God,
there.
girl, we're on the same page.
Yes,
We're gonna-
honey.
We're gonna link up after this.
Yeah, for
We're
sure.
gonna have a smorgasbord party of cheeses.
And cocaine. Just kidding.
Low key.
No, yeah,
No one can tell the camera.
Party at Reid's new house.
if we can all fit.
Welcome to LA.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
to LA. I pay $5,000 for an apartment, a studio apartment.
One of my
Let's do
friends
it.
has roommates in West Hollywood, and his rent is $2,300 a month. I'm like, bitch, you have roommates. It shouldn't be that expensive.
Yeah.
Like, it is.
Alright.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Come to LA and live the dream.
I told my
mean, it's
roommates,
a nightmare.
my roommates were like, let's move in together. Let's get a $5,000. I was like, look, I'm barely there. Here's my minimum.
Right.
Yeah.
You are basically storage for me. I'm not gonna pay past this number because I'm not. I moved to Koreatown for a short bit. Like
I love
a month.
There's great
Koreatown.
I love
there.
Korean
I live very
barbecue.
close to K-Town.
Koreatown's awesome. I live
Yeah.
there.
The
too, for
commute's a
while.
little
And great
extreme, but
restaurants.
Well, yeah, it depends
But
on where
like-
you're going.
Drives you anywhere.
like I rather spend the right amount of money on a place in Koreatown than be exaggerated just because I'm in the scene.
I ride my bike around Koreatown all the time.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Have you guys been to Cotton High?
Somebody once stole
Okay,
my
it's
wedding.
I
more-
want to go
Koreatown.
there, but I haven't eaten it.
Korea-
yet.
Koreatown is
Koreatown?
more Korean than
Yeah.
South Korea.
I was
medicinal purposes.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
well, he was.
I went
It
to
was
South Korea,
medicinal. Yeah,
everything's
yeah. But he was like,
American. And then
let
I
me
went
see,
here,
and then he like
you're
grabs it and runs
what does
away.
that
Yeah.
say?
Really?
Good for
Yeah, I
him.
went to
I'm
South
glad.
Korea
You know,
last
he's
year.
he's not letting any.
I travel a
opportunity.
lot.
I want to
Would
go
work.
to. I know.
You
Well,
guys, we have
Andrew
4 different
question.
shows happening at the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time.
I have one. Can I ask one more question, or is it almost
Girl,
over?
you're the co-host.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I'm very polite. Is Andrew Christian ever going to make girl outfits?
He did.
Because
oh.
the colors are so pretty. And
Andrew
I'm
has
like,
done this
I want
show.
Andrew
He's
Christian.
guest co-hosted. They started out as a unisex where he had underwear for women and for men, and the sales just were not doing that. And so he came out in his own way
So to
as a
speak.
business, exactly. And he said, "It's fine. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this." He came out saying we cater to gay men. He came out with some very racy videos. Did it work for him? Yeah. Look where he is now,
Right.
knowing his niche market and how to say, we don't need this wide net with everybody who needs underwear. We want all the sales from this community that will respond to every email we send.
It's a business.
Respond
At
to
the end of the
everything.
day, it's a
WeHo.
business.
It is a business, but let me just say this as a fruit fly.
single family
There's a lot
income.
of people in WeHo.
A lot of people in WeHo, but as a fruit fly, I feel like I personally have been cut out with all this
Yes.
fucking liberation with all the gay men. You guys get to get married, so I can't be a beard anymore. It's a nightmare.
Yep.
That was my
That is
plan.
I'll make
That
you my
is-
beard.
that
It's
is-
fine. She's single.
Girl, I would
She's
love for you
single.
because I was like,
I would
How
beard
much
you.
fun do we have? I want to be somebody's
You could
beard.
be my bearded lady.
Okay, well,
Well,
it's
that's
too
great,
late.
But it's too, you
late.
guys
She's
are already
single
out
now.
of the closet, so it doesn't matter. You guys can get employed and be gay. It doesn't matter. So we've made good
Thanks
strides.
to Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, thanks to everyone. But I
I'm
mean,
not like 50 years late.
it's kind of a joke, but like I kind of go, well, what about the fruit flies? What are we supposed to do now? Where's my parade?
You know what? I never thought about it.
Yeah, and it's like all the fruit flies that see all the boys in the Andrew Christian. They're such great colors. They're such great design, and I'm like, how cute would it be if they made a girls? You know what I mean?
They used to have very cute.
Yeah.
Actually, we did
underwear.
our first, like not long ago, like I think it was the end of last year, we did our first trans video shoot.
Oh, see.
Yes, and I was like, it was like so new to me, like because Andrew Christian's pretty racy, so I got to see.
Very racy.
I got to see
got to
all
see
these
it all.
people half
I couldn't play one of the
naked.
videos because I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But like I think he's definitely playing around with that because as a business you start off and you cater to people's needs and then you start to cater to people's wants, and I think at this point in time we're evolving so much that it's a matter of time before we
Let's
give
be
to
clear.
trans
A business
people.
towards
caters to
trans,
money.
and I'll get it
That's
for
it.
myself. You know what I mean?
But I mean, we're in a new generation now. Like I think
Yeah, but
we're
you
moving
can say
towards a
that because
generation.
it sounds positive and it sounds like, oh, we should all be great. Like Hollywood is now getting more diverse. We're getting more diverse because we realize the box office money. It's not that Hollywood all of a sudden wants to be great to
Right,
all these
right.
different.
Yeah.
I
it's mostly
actually
about the money.
disagree. I think as many as people are gonna hate me for saying this, I know a lot of people
They
are gonna
hate you
me.
anyway.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. If I believed in opinions, I would literally be gone out of here right now.
Yeah, same here.
Anyway, but I believe that actually Trump was good for us. It was an eye opener to say we have someone that's so stupid and crazy and racist and
That
something
was
that's
Nick's
so crazy.
Masc on the Rock
Listen.
Radio
Well,
show.
well,
Say
no,
goodbye.
I see what he's saying. He's
No,
saying like
listen.
it's like reality
I'm saying
TV,
we
but brought
needed-
to the yeah.
we
yeah.
needed this eye opener to realize we need to band together with and get allies and realize this is unjust. This is not something we can
agree.
stand for. And we needed that push. We needed that rain before we got that rainbow to say we need to make a move now and not have
Rain,
gay
rain.
clubs, not have gay underwear, but have clubs, have people.
Well,
not,
I don't agree with that. I went out.
Uh-oh.
I was in Palm Springs for Cathedral
So
City.
basically, no.
So
well, no,
basically, no.
wait a minute though.
I mean, dismiss it as you
There's-
want. This is your radio
There was
show.
6 bachelorette parties happening on one street of 7 clubs. They were acting so ridiculous, and it was like, we just want to dance and like meet other gay guys, whatever. And they were acting so over the top, like we're with the gay guys. Look at the zoo. We're at the zoo. That's what it felt like.
Well, no. I mean, everything's a show to some people. It's just how you look at it. I mean, like, everyone thinks, okay, so drag queens, and it started up as like a show, and now it's just like norm. So I think everything starts off as, oh, this is a publicity stunt.
A
but then
subculture.
ends up as being
Right.
acceptable.
It starts off as
It starts off as
our
being
culture.
like weird, different, but then it ends up being the average. I mean, we can take that from the millions of seasons that RuPaul's now brought us. But I'm just saying, it becomes where it's, okay, it's weird, and then it's accepted. And it just takes that little bump of, okay, this is weird, but we'll accept it over time because it's something that the world's coming to. I think the
And
world
maybe-
is definitely changing at this point where
Yeah.
we don't have to accept the norm. We just accept what's happening in our lives right now.
Yeah.
I want to talk about passion a little bit. And Reid, I got this from a few different emails. People that are trying to make it in LA with their career.
Yeah.
And you've been on record. You're like, you didn't even know if you wanted to be an actor. You've
Yeah.
had many other different jobs.
Yeah.
So at what point do you say, this is my passion, and does it take it away from another actor? It's like, born and raised, I'm only going to do this, and, you know.
I think the path for every actor is different, but I think it's just important for everybody to go with the flow. If you really want to be an actor and that's your passion, you can find ways to do it. Like whether what scale it's on, you can't decide that. But if it's what makes you happy, then I think that they should be pursuing that for sure.
I actually have a question for you, Reid. So, I know you're in this, you're in acting and everything like that, and you've done music videos. I want to know, like, do you ever feel like you're pressured to come out with something new or do something new? Because
I've given up on that. Yeah, I do want to come out with new stuff. Yeah, but I kind of was just like, oh, whatever.
I feel like
you
a
know?
lot
It's
of
like, you
LA
can't control it
entertainers.
anyway. It's like, it's all kind of, you know, if you're lucky type of thing, you know.
But that's a really good question because we have people like, okay, you have been pretty much a regular on this last season of Modern Family, which changed the history of how we saw families on mainstream TV, by the way. And we know you're going to be in the next season because obviously
Because
your
it's in the
storyline.
contract, yeah, of course.
But,
Yeah.
and so with that,
Of course.
but with that comes, just like we've seen every housewife of fill in the blank starts a new business or releases a CD or something. So that's very interesting that you're not like, okay, I got to put something together, and you're just like kind of like.
Well, I tried to make visual novels, which is an anime thing. You know, it's a visual novel is basically like an anime without the animation. But, you know, that actually takes a lot of moving parts, and I've been working on it. I'm still working on it. It's going to be a while before I can get one of those out.
So you've basically given up on all the pressure around you to do something new. Because I'm just getting in this world. I've been here for 2 years, and I mean, I'm not saying I'm accomplished as you or anything, but I'm just saying how much pressure comes from your peers that are like, what are you doing next? So like publicity, what are you doing next? Every moment, it's not what you've accomplished or what you've done now. It's what are you coming up with next? Every minute, even if you've just accomplished something as your show or your music videos, they're like, oh, that's a cool music video. What's next? Like I feel like you'll get a lot of pressure on to push things that you're not ready for.
Well, people just have to find a way to be happy, whether they're making something or not. You know, I mean, I think that's what it's about.
I think that's the thing about LA is that everyone is over here trying to live their dream, and then at the same time they're living everybody else's dream. They're like, you need to come out with a music video. You need to come out with
People don't know
acting.
who they are, I think, coming. And Sharon, you've been like on OWN and all these networks, and so you should be like promoting every single thing. And then it's like, okay, I'm on to the next project. You know, it's like, this is not just my one thing. There's so many other things happening. So how do you focus on that? It's, you know,
It's hard.
Yeah.
It literally is a balance where I make a list and I'm like, okay, for 20 minutes you're going to promote this one thing and then you're going to work on this other project. It's
but you still want people to know that, hey, I'm still on Chelsea Lately, or I'm still on E, or, you know.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still doing stand up and I'm still doing storytelling shows and I'm still producing TV and I'm still creating shows and I'm still
It sounds like a freaking awesome life, honestly.
It
Like,
sounds
that
busy
sounds
as fuck.
so fun.
And I look
I'm
over there and I
exhausted.
see
It
you
sounds
on my
exhausted.
Instagram.
No, but
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It
I wanted
sounds-
to make sure I was following you because
I saw you on my Instagram and I'm like scared.
No, I'll be honest. To me, it sounds exhausting because your
It is
brand,
exhausting. I'm
so to
exhausted.
speak, is in so many different directions. You want to hire me as a producer? Great. You want to hire me in front of the camera? Great. You want me to write your script? Great. There's so many brands you have going on. How do you know where to prioritize that and that exhaustion where you're like, this is what I want to do, regardless of what I'm getting hired for right now?
Oh, it's literally right now. It's all about Judge Jackie, just because that's a TV show that I created that I had a deal for. It didn't sell, and I was like, you know what? I could turn this into a podcast. Then I turned it into a YouTube show.
It's
This
such a good
season,
idea.
it's
I
a-
came up with it myself. I mean, you did it, you produced it, but yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
Jackie
I love
Beat,
it.
it's
and
not
it's
like you
taken
said.
years. And it's not like a no talent. It's like the funniest drag queen of all time. So, and one of the funniest comedians, period. Gay, straight, black, white,
Very
animal,
true.
mineral.
And who is your officer that I see in these?
Oh,
ones?
that's Sherri Vine.
Okay.
She's amazing. She's also a legendary drag performer, and she's so funny. And they're really good friends, so they have a great chemistry. And this is her first season on the show. But I called in favors from production friends and got really great cameras, and it looks
Well, hopefully
stunning.
as
I hope it
acceptable
blows
as
up.
Judge Judy because she's doing great. Okay,
You guys,
she's doing
so I'm just going to be honest.
But it's a little different. But anyway, my
Yeah.
point is like that's right. I had to make it I literally was a few months ago looked at my life and I'm like, I have to make these two things a priority and just push, because if I spread myself too thin, I'm not going to get results. Because
Welcome to LA.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I'm just tired of I feel like I've been at this one level and I've got to break through that wall and I don't know how to do it. And I'm like, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to fucking do it myself. So focus on this one thing and break through and then...
yeah, but
everything
what's wrong
else.
with the level you're at? If the level you're at's good, then why?
But I
even?
mean,
Yeah,
like,
but I know what she's saying. Year after year, it's like, okay, yes, I'm on this for a little bit. I'm on
But you
this for
wanna-
that.
yeah.
Where's my breakout? When you see other people that
selling
are new,
shows, and
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like that was
Yeah,
has always been my
I
end game,
totally
and
know what you're
and
saying.
so many of my friends have sold shows, and it inspires me. I'm like, maybe I'm next. So I'm hoping I'm next with this
Well,
one.
that idea is awesome.
Thank
so
you.
I think I'm definitely gonna watch.
make your
Yay.
breakthrough,
Yeah.
girl. Make your breakthrough.
Work.
Work.
If it's a good concept, it's
So Reid, and like talking about this, you've been with Modern Family since the very first episode. So this is like 10 years of your life. coming into acting, having one episode per season for a few of the seasons, and coming in full time, where is your mind at in terms of, are you getting audition notices? Are you getting called for characters other than Dylan from Modern Family? Where's your mind in terms of the future of your acting?
Well, I got an agent again. You know, I stopped acting for a while, so I basically didn't have an agent for a while, and I just got one, and now I'm going to be continuing auditioning, being really open-minded, seeing where my niche can be, and kind of just going in that direction. Like, part of an agent's job is to see what people respond to, you know. So we're gonna work together to make sure I like get jobs and see what's next, you know. But I'm not exactly sure for myself, you know. It's kind of what they decide, not what I decide.
What direction do you want to go in? Do you want to get more roles like Dylan, or do you want to be like, I'm done with that?
If I'm playing a dumb guy, I'm totally fine with that.
Really?
Playing a dumb guy is totally cool with me. If that's what they want to hire me for, it's fun, it's awesome, I'm down. But
It sounds like the less lines.
Yeah, be the
Like
scene
what?
stealer.
Hello, he's had
Why
like
not?
major songs that have been turned into music videos, by the way.
Basically share.
Here, I see that. I see that. I can see it in your height and in your lips.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to say something. When Dylan, you know, when everybody saw Dylan, it's like, oh my God, he's such a cute kid. You know, like he's the hot dumb guy. No offense to Reid.
No, that's a compliment. In today's day, being dumb is like, you know.
It shows that you focus on your looks. That's what it does.
Well, no, but here's the
Which we
weird
already
thing.
know.
Like, you came out of the closet, and I use that in quotes because he didn't come out of the closet. You just never hid who you were. But the media was like, oh, Reid comes out of the closet. Dylan's from Modern Family is gay. And it was like, for you, it was like, well, this is my life. What's the big deal?
The truth is, nobody cared. And then I came out with the plastic surgery article, and then I happened to mention I was gay, and then they're like, oh, I care. But, like, nobody asked me before that. If they had asked me, I would have just told them. You know, but nobody did, so.
But you
That
know.
don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, I mean.
But there was Tumblrs around, like, Dylan shirtless.
That's what I was thinking about that, yeah. Don't ask, don't tell. Just don't ask me
It's
about
fine.
it.
Everything's fine. This is fine. I'm fine.
I just love that it wasn't an issue, and you were like, well, if
Yeah.
they'd asked, I would have told him. But they
That's
didn't
why I
ask, so who
loved
gives
his
a
response.
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
And then he wasn't like, I'm coming out, I need to be on the cover
I
of everything.
enjoy
for freaking
being
a
a
girl.
gay. A gay, it's a gay.
I still think you should throw a coming out
That's an
party.
old.
Yeah,
That's
let's
what I
have it.
regret.
Yeah,
I
let's do
regret
a
not
Team
throwing it.
Senora for
Yeah.
you.
Oh my God, I'm totally down.
What was the set of Modern Family like after you got all of that press for that? I mean,
Oh, nobody even noticed because, you know, plastic surgery is just like a normal thing in Hollywood. I don't think anybody gave a crap. Everybody has their own. Nobody got time for that, you know.
Right.
but still, like, there's been some drama on Modern Family, like with Ariel Winters and, you know, Sarah. We love Sarah.
Winter. It's winter.
Sorry. And Sarah got sick. It's like, but you know, but the media and audience cares about this family that we love. We still like to know the dirt, and there's that energy to it.
Yeah.
Does that affect the set at all?
I mean, they all seem like really chill, nice people. I haven't caught on to anything like bad like that. You know, they all just seem like they're nice. They're having fun. It's a fun job to get to. Every week you go and they give you a script. You do something completely new and different. You know, it's a good job.
I feel like when you're on a hit show, everybody's happy, and it doesn't matter. Like somebody
Yeah,
could be on
exactly.
drugs
Yeah,
and they
it's-
don't care. They're like, we're on a hit show.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that because you're like, I have to film this
Was
person.
that a Lindsay
and-
Lohan reference? I'm just kidding.
No,
Beach
Maybe.
House?
he said hit show.
Well,
Hey,
well,
that
technically
meme
I
was
watched
a
it, so
hit.
it's a
That
hit, yeah.
meme was a hit. She was amazing in that.
People, I have a friend that's obsessed with her reality show.
I watched
too.
every
it's so
episode.
Oh, I love how you
Hey,
corrected
so
that.
good,
Obsessed with
yeah.
her
Sherri,
reality show.
We had the DJ from that show
Oh, you
on
did?
here. It was like, yeah.
Oh,
Oh
who
my
has
God.
the blue hair, who the other one had to change her hair to pink because,
Right.
obviously, you know. But Pink's already doing pink, so they need to change it.
You know
Pink's
what?
not
I
even
just
doing
like
Pink anymore,
Parent
though.
Trap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Parent
the
Trap
Parent
is a
Trap.
very
yeah.
good film.
Lindsay likes it too.
I love her. Love that for her journey.
Yeah, good for you, babe.
So, Nick, talking about like image and body, do you think the LGBT community is so fascinated with body image? Do you think we're missing our mission as an LGBT community?
To be honest, it's like body image. It's just a thing in everybody's lives. It's straight, gay. It's not just secluded to one thing.
Well,
but
we
people
just heard
focus.
that, yes, it's in everybody's life.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
it seems to be like gays focus on it, but it's just because gays are coming out and they're trying to be more of a prominent thing in our community. They're not trying to hide themselves anymore in the closet. They're trying to stand up for their rights. And the only reason that it looks more prominent is because we're coming out. We're saying, hey, we don't want to be hidden in the closet anymore. We want to be noticed. And it's the same problems that everyone deals with. I guarantee you when you wake up in the morning, you say, okay, I want to look beautiful today, and I want people to notice that. And that's what every gay
100%.
says when they wake up in the morning.
That's what I do when I,
I'm just saying that.
my walk of shame, I'm like, how could my eyelash still
Don't
on?
even talk about Walk of Shames. I walked out on Halloween night from the Ramada wearing a football uniform.
Oh my God.
So-
That's not a walk of shame, that's a sachet
No,
of
that's
pride.
that's
Yeah,
a touchdown in my
everybody
book.
expects
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
I'm
least
just
there's a
saying that
Starbucks on the corner.
when it comes to gays and looking great, it's just everyone wants to look beautiful. Everyone wants to be idolized.
Yeah, if you're a
and
7,
it's
you're
not
looking for a
limited to
9.
gays, but
If you're a
gays
4,
just
you're
go
looking
out of
for
their
a
way a
7.
little bit more to make sure that everyone notices. They're a little extra, but like I'd rather be extra than less than.
No, but I understand that, but being in West Hollywood especially, people go to the HRC stuff, people go to the GLAAD events and like, oh, look at my red carpet. It's like, okay, did you volunteer for this organization this year? Did you give your actual money to this organization? That's what I'm saying is the message being lost of what we're trying to accomplish.
I definitely see that because I know a lot of people who went to the GLAAD and the HRC, and a lot of these people
They got
get
caught,
actually
girl.
exactly
I have
a lot
the
of
list.
the best
Did
thing.
you go?
Let's be real. The best thing about being an influencer is being comped. But when it comes to charity events, I know a lot of these people, and I know that a lot of these people go because they do donate to the charities. They buy tables. They do. The HRC is a huge foundation, and people. Literally, I've seen people like Colton Haynes break down and give these speeches that make other people break down.
Yeah, YouTube.
It's like insane. But no, I think the message is not getting lost. It's just saying that look, these are people who have a big influence on the community that are going to this event to influence people to support that event. And whether they give their money or not, some of them have the money to afford a $10,000 table, and others don't. But as long as you go there, you show your support. You're not over here like, oh, I'm here because I'm dressing in this. But I 100% agree that GLAAD, HRC, every one of these events are for a good purpose. It doesn't get lost. Just because you want to look good at these events doesn't mean the message is lost.
Yeah, and there are hot guys who are so cool,
Yeah.
I think if they were
whatever.
fucking around on the red carpet and acting like assholes,
no.
then I'd be like,
if we're having
yes.
X, if we're having
Oh,
X
they
on the
do?
beach
You're right.
featuring the GLAAD Awards,
Yes.
then yes, I understand.
Yeah.
But
Right.
we're not having video cameras. It's there to listen to these speeches, to hear Beyonce talk about her uncle, to hear real life experiences and how they've struggled through them and come through them. And it's an inspiration. All these events are inspirations. And yes, we dress great, but like you dress great for things you appreciate.
Some of the events are open bars, and that's all.
I mean, I'm not going to wear sweatpants to the GLAAD
just
Awards.
like this,
No,
an
of course
open bar.
not.
You dress how you appreciate. Okay,
Yeah.
you go to
Well,
you
what
go to
you
places,
like
you
to
go to church,
appreciate.
you appreciate church because you dress nicely there. It's out of respect.
Right.
But yeah, I'm wearing a designer.
But still, guys are kind of forced to all dress like penguins. That's not fair. Where girls get all the cool.
That's what I
outfits
said.
and
I was like,
costumes.
literally,
Reid,
why
I have
can
seen your
you
fashion
know?
change on so many red carpets, from like I'm gonna be hipster with like a hat to be like on
Yeah.
Men in Black style to like, oh, I just came from a Nirvana music video.
I'm
like, you've done-
open-minded. I'm open.
I'm
Do you
mad.
do your
Whatever.
own styling? Are you ever told what to wear?
I mean, if somebody's gonna like give me a suit to wear, I'll definitely wear it because it's not.
Did you
like
hear
I
that?
you
have
get
it in
suits?
my,
All I get is blenders.
Oh, blender.
What are
Blender?
blenders?
Oh, for the
what
pro
does that
team?
mean? Oh.
I get the
Actual blenders.
weirdest
That's
thing.
cold.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Give us your blenders.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I have a
portable.
NutriBullet and I love it.
Oh my
I just
God,
moved
I love
somewhere.
it
need
too.
a
I love my
blender.
NutriBullet. I
need
use it
one.
every
You guys,
day.
Reid needs a blender because he just
Yeah, I
moved.
just moved. Send
You
me
need
your
a blender.
Well, you give me your suit, I'll give you
Yeah.
my blender.
Okay, well, it's not my suit. I borrowed it.
Our
Okay.
suit, right?
Our
they
suit, yeah.
they suit.
There's there.
I can't.
Reid, so I have to say, we've seen the family of Modern Family grow
The
up.
family of modern, yes.
Yes. How do you think you've grown the most from doing the show?
Oh, how have I grown the most? Wow, this last year I've grown so much. I feel like I've become from this weird little kid to this like grown adult, just this last season. Because when you're around all these people who are so professional and they have a lot of integrity, you wanna match their level, So I feel like I've just grown up so much in this past year. or this past season, whatever.
I wish I could say the same.
Yeah.
No, but that's a really good compliment.
Oh, yeah.
Because what happens, and I'm sure you know this from your work behind the camera, you have a major show on a network. The first few seasons, they're getting all the awards, and they're like, oh, this is great. And then their PR, their agents start to say, hey, you're the star of the show. And there becomes a disparity. The chemistry has stayed the same on all of the seasons of Modern Family.
Yeah.
And so that's the support that you're feeling.
Yeah. I'm happy that they're like that. I really am.
We're in two different worlds.
Yeah.
He's in this acting professional world.
Different.
I literally feel like I've gone back in time.
Reality's what's now. Reality is like our thing.
But literally, I've never felt,
period.
since I moved to California, I've never felt like I've de-aged more in my life. I feel like
Because of the
LA is
drama?
such a high school.
Yeah.
It is such a high school. He said he's grown since his show. He said he's
But
become
he's
an
working
adult.
with,
He's
like,
recognized
actors
that.
who went to-
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm working with people. Let's see. The key thing, okay, we'll do a Powerpuff Girl moment here. It's like sugar, spice, and pettiness mixed in a little bunch. Oh my God, I cannot. I literally feel like I stepped back into a high school where everyone judges based on money.
Yeah, but this is West
connections.
Hollywood. It's
West Hollywood's a different kind of.
But what
vicious.
problem do you have? You're a Hans Christian model.
Hans.
Wait, that's what it's called, right?
I love that you said that.
No,
I
but
wish.
We're gonna start parody.
Oh my God, that is hysterical.
Sharon and
Christian
Reid, can we
Anderson
agree that we're
now.
gonna film parody videos of Andrew Christian videos with Hans Christian videos?
Oh yeah,
hysterical.
Only
Little
no,
No,
Mermaid.
no, no, no.
With, like, Winnie the
I
Pooh
would
or
switch with
something?
you in a
Because
heartbeat.
this is actually a
I
really
would
good
switch
idea.
lives with
That's
you in a heartbeat.
hilarious.
To being,
Copyrighted on the rocks.
to being in a mature
So
scene,
funny.
to being in the Hollywood scene, I would trade with you in a heartbeat.
Well, it is a sitcom. It's not that mature.
No, yours is a sitcom. Yours is joke, haha. Ours is like, oh, let's carry this drama with us to next week. It may not be real on reality shows, but we're gonna make it real because we can't separate work from pleasure.
Right.
That's a hard scene to be in because even when you may be on these reality shows or you may be like having these dramatic moments, you don't leave that life.
But people laugh just as much from reality shows as they do from sitcoms because it's more funny when the people don't even they're not really playing it as a joke. They're being dead serious, so it's even more funny.
Yeah,
know
but
what I
you
mean?
get to, your script gets to make jokes. Our script gets to make jokes out of our lives.
Right.
It's different.
Or your personality and stuff.
Yeah, but producers are still you should say something like this, or this is what's happening.
No, I think a lot of producers, I haven't been on many, it's not my ideal job, but producers are like, this is what your drama is, exaggerate it.
Right.
They're like, exaggerate
that sounds
everything.
fun. Like, if
It's
they asked
fun.
me to do that, I'd be
It's
like,
fun, but then everyone assumes
that's
that's
what
your
I'm
life.
like,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, okay.
This anime character didn't show up on time from Amazon Prime. How dare you? That would be your drama, right?
No, we have people pouring
that be
vodka on
his
each
drama?
other, kicking over shot glasses,
Yeah.
people
You
throwing
sent me a
drinks against the
video
wall.
of a certain other reality show person.
I feel like we're going to get to that later, so we'll just put a pin in that.
Oh my lord.
I know questions are going to arise out. I know it's like, I'm getting accepted to this radio show. Oh, this can't be on Just Strictly Me.
Reid, I got this question. Who were your earliest musical influences?
musical in terms of what music I like.
Yeah, like what you were listening to. How did you start playing piano, banjo?
I'm not really sure, but I'm trying to think who I like. This is really cliche, but I like a lot of idol music, which comes from the anime culture. They have idol stars that are anime stars. They just have voice actresses, and then and I also, if you're gonna ask which of the pop divas, which you didn't ask, I like the most. My favorite's Katy Perry. I think her stuff is I love her pop music. I think it's so catchy, it's so good, it's so melodic. Yeah, so she's my favorite in terms of the pop singers. But I mean, in terms of in terms of what music I like, it's just it varies. It's not anything.
Wait,
really
so
specific.
why Katy Perry?
Because she's really positive. I mean, she's really pretty, but that's beside the point. But she's really
Love the blonde
positive.
hair. Love the blonde hair.
She's her music's really melodic. It's very catchy. It's very happy. It makes you feel good. That's why I like her music.
I would have to say Pink is a big fan for me.
Yeah, if you're doing
Not
this.
Pink. Or if you're singing live with actual talent.
If you're singing
Then
live
definitely.
with
Then definitely.
Silks and you realize that her hits have come from all the way from the 90s to I'm
I
coming
hate on
up.
your divas,
And
okay?
she has a daughter and she has a positive message. Like,
And
let's
also
fuck it
the
up.
She can
flipping,
sing her
don't
ass
forget
off.
Oh my
that.
God. I went to
Yeah.
a Pink concert in Kaboo for San Diego. I went there. I didn't even
San
know how
Diego?
many songs she had that were
You
hits.
never know until you go to her
I'm
show
like,
and you're like, oh
that's
my
exactly
God.
right.
And then
But
she
she
says,
spans
now
longer
watch
than
me
all-
be
yes.
on these silks
You're
real
right.
fast.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys, we are nearing towards the end. Nick, talking about X on the Beach, you were dating Murray. Did you know he was going to join that reality show, or you just woke up one day and he was gone for a month?
Oh yeah, hell, I wouldn't have brought that up if she was gone for a month. I literally got asked by the producers and him if it was okay a month before the thing if he went on this reality show, and
Oh.
he would have to be single. Little spoiler alert: he would have to be single if he
Well,
went on
that
this
is
show.
not known.
Well, it is known now.
I'm selling it to TMZ tomorrow. Boop.
Boop.
Send.
So originally, yeah, like a month before, he wanted to apply for this, and I was like, yeah, definitely. I want you to apply for this. The producers asked, yeah, is it okay? You know, you'll have to be single for this show for like months. And I was like, yeah. I was like, if I don't let him go on this show, he will end up resenting it and then resenting me. If I let him go on this show, then he'll get over it and we'll both become more famous. Like, let's live our dream.
That's a weird relationship thing, though. You
Yeah,
know,
it's-
let him go be more famous, and then we might break up, or
Yeah.
Are you guys still together?
No, we currently are not.
Wow.
But
they
he
spend
is
4 days out of the week
You
together.
could find somebody
But
else.
he is my best friend, and I would not change a thing about that.
I wish I could be friends with my exes. That's awesome.
You know,
It's
I-
always a good sign when you date somebody that is still friends with their
You know
exes. Means that they're a good.
when you
person.
don't have a
I guess
horrible
I'm not a good
breakup,
person.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a good person.
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
when you don't have a horrible breakup, then that's easy.
Yeah,
if you
I've
love
dated.
somebody-
I've dated guys and been friends with them after when it didn't work out. But I've never. But with like a real relationship, they were all so shitty that there was just like no.
Oh, if it's their fault, then yeah, don't be friends with
Yeah,
them. That's
yeah.
not what I'm saying.
yeah.
I
okay.
fell in love with him the moment I met him.
Aw.
Yeah, you know when you know, and so you support him on everything, and you.
It was the first
you just
photo
want to
shoot
be
in
a
Andrew
part of his
Christian.
life. No, he wasn't even there in Andrew Christian. I met him in New Orleans, actually, and we spent a week together.
With
And
crawfish.
for Mardi Gras.
Crawfish. He went to crawfish. I'm on
Crawfish boil and
About
it
2
was
years
so
ago, we
romantic.
met, and we spent this
Architecture.
amazing weekend, week together,
Squeezing
and it
heads
was
is
amazing.
romantic.
And
Oh.
I
Oh.
fell in love with him on the spot.
Aw.
And when you know, so you don't ever like. Even to now, this day, I know.
Yeah, but you still talk about him like you're in love with him. When you were on the show, you actually cried on your
Yeah.
episode.
Well, it's not. It takes a lot emotionally to see the guy you love be on this show and saying the same things he says to his ex to other people. Like to me, he's saying, "Oh, I love you, Cheyenne. I love you. I want to be with you." And then you
Was
get to see
Cheyenne a
that.
boy or girl?
It's a guy, sadly.
Oh, Cheyenne.
I would be
okay.
okay if it
That
was a
makes
Yes,
girl.
his name is
Cheyenne.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah,
Oh,
Benjamin
shit.
Butter. Yeah.
He looks a little dusty.
It's the outlaw and cigarettes. I can say that because he hates me and he blocked me, so whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, all of his exes have this habit of blocking me because it's like an upgraded version. We're not AOL anymore. We're Gmail, bitch.
Okay.
So, but like, you know, you're in the nightlife. You're in West Hollywood. You're in a reality TV show. You have been gay.
Auditions, yeah.
Same.
No, but I'm talking about like
Different subject,
relationship.
but yeah.
But no, but like relationship style in terms of being in the gay culture. Two totally separate worlds.
Oh yeah, totally. I bet we
Oh, my
had
God.
very different things. We might have intersected at some point if you catch my drift.
I
but-
would have already
But,
known if
but
we
like,
intersected.
really, like you're in LA. Like, are you going to be out at the Abbey, like partying, doing the?
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna go to Abbey
I
and have
doubt
fun,
that
you
so
know?
much. It's
Meet
like,
me
what
out
the-
No, I love
Thursday,
that
girl.
idea.
We're gonna go
It's awesome.
Thursday.
It's
I'm gonna
fun.
grab his number
Yeah,
after this. We're
yeah.
gonna get drunk
I
as
love
fuck.
going and just dancing, doing my little idol dances, and you know, like
It's
That's
weird.
true.
I haven't gotten
100%
to
true.
dance in a while at a club.
Yeah.
You know, when you get into this social scene, this life, where you get in this circle, you don't go dance on the dance floor.
Then
You don't
what do
go.
you?
Yeah,
You don't
go
wear
sit
tank
at a
top.
table, yeah.
You sit at the
go
VIP
jump
table,
Exactly.
and if you go out there, what the hell is he
What
doing?
I'm talking about is like the differences of like relationships. Obviously,
Yeah.
relationships that you've had are on a whole different energy level. Relationships
Mm-hmm.
you have are so in the public light. It's always like, are we in love? I don't know. Is the camera here? That's what I mean.
I
in
was
terms-
explaining earlier, when you get into the social life, which I learned so fast, and it just hit me like a brick to the face, you realize that
Ouch.
it's a business. It's a business. Everything you do is a business. You know,
Love is a business.
we treated it, Murray and I treated it like, okay, so we were both advertising ourselves, and that was a business. And when we got together, we worked that as a
So
business.
how can you develop a real relationship from?
Well, I think it's just like if you had a video store and you worked with your husband. You know what I mean? If you guys ran any kind of a business, when you work together, it's stressful, but you can.
But
feel
you
like
do it
But
because
you
you
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah,
Because
my
you're-
boyfriend and I
yeah.
work together. He helps me with auditions. He helps me with pretty much everything I got to do. You know, so
It's a business.
yeah, you work together with whoever you're dating. You know.
Just because
Yeah.
their business is a little bit more visual
Yeah.
and out in the public
I just
eye.
think that
Very.
sincerity level is different, and I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, no. So our
can't,
sincerity
like,
level-
No,
have,
I think
like-
I see what you're saying, and I
You can't have
agree.
ugly morning moments where you're just like, your breath smells bad, but let's watch a whole season of whatever.
No, you
But
do.
when you wake
You
up,
do.
you're like,
You just don't put it on
let's-
Instagram,
But
honey.
the thing is about that, I actually learned this not long ago, and after knowing Murray for 2 years, I just really realized that he got so in the use of being on a reality show that he is always looking fresh. Like he goes to bed, like he showers, he gets ready before he goes to bed, and he wakes up
Like
perfect.
the fabulous Mrs.
I
Maisel.
wake
She
up-
must have actually,
I
like,
wake up like
You
Amy
got it.
Schumer
It's
going
not
to
real, girl.
Disneyland.
I have
Okay?
seen my boyfriend. I'm
I'm-
like, is that a fake leg you just put on?
Like, no, I wake up as Amy Schumer going to Disneyland. No one will recognize me if I go out in
Poor
public
Amy
unless I'm in front of
Schumer.
a camera.
Right.
Amy
right.
Schumer's
Amy
going
Schumer's
through
like,
it.
She's
I'm
wearing
listening
big
to this.
sunglasses.
Thanks a lot.
I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm wearing a shirt from a race that I didn't even run in.
Are they gray sweatpants though? Because it'll be okay.
Oh, well, no, gray sweatpants are fine. As long as you have
Amazing.
the VPL.
The bulge, yeah.
The VPL,
my
the
God.
VPL, sweetheart.
What's VPL?
Visual penis line.
Oh, like
Oh,
you
okay.
don't
Oh.
know.
The
I didn't know
bulge,
what that was.
Oh, it's
I
a
just
visual
learned
penis
something.
line. I learned this
around
off an
since I was
Applebee's
little. I know
menu
it
for
here.
millennials, word search.
Sharon, your
hysterical.
biggest
Dictionary.
advice for somebody moving to LA thinking they're going to be the next big star, what is your biggest advice?
Stay grounded. Don't eat. Suck everyone's dick. That you can.
Been there, done that.
One of my biggest regrets. I didn't do that. No, honestly, just I don't know. I have friends who are like, oh, my daughter, she's in high school and she wants to do this. What do I do? And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know what the answer is, because I've been working really, really hard for a long time and I still haven't made that big breakthrough. And I know I will, but sometimes it's just everybody's on their own
And the
timeline.
journey's different.
And the
obviously.
journey's different for every single
Yeah, it
person.
makes me sad that you're even saying that because
But
to
it's
me, I look at
absolutely
you and I'm
true.
like, yeah, what do you need to accomplish? You got
You've
all
got
this.
it all.
You read
You
your
got it
resume.
all.
Oh,
I
no,
heard your
no.
Read your
resume. It
resume,
was
and
longer
sound pretty
than.
good.
No,
yeah.
I've had a great career, but I'm ready for the. You'll always want to get to the next
Right,
thing.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's about LA though. It's addiction. It's I want to be the next best thing. If it's with a relationship, I want the next big thing. Or if it's career, I want the next big thing.
Yeah.
Then shiny new object, I want it.
Right, but I know that once I get that next big thing, I'll be like, okay, I did.
I need the
you know,
next
I just
big
need to
thing,
check that off my list. I'll be like, okay.
And there's a difference of like,
Just like that.
but like being on a show for like 10 years and then it's like, okay, where's the next paycheck going to come? I'm going
Right,
to
it's
do this
freelancing is
project.
brutal,
I'm being
yeah.
on cover. I wanted to play the undercover celebrity thing you did with the Countess Luann. It was hilarious.
Wasn't it though? She's moving to LA.
They wouldn't let me. Of course she is, because she's a cabaret singer now.
Yeah,
man, I
right.
Cabaret! In fact, there's a red carpet of you at the cabaret anniversary.
Oh, that was so fun. I liked seeing Liza Minnelli in person and that other
Well, she
guy.
wasn't
Oh my gosh,
there,
I have a
so-
T-shirt that
yeah.
says "Resist."
Yeah, it
so
was a
funny.
fun night.
I love looking at your Instagram though, because you're a gay man who you couldn't tell he was gay. You would be like, God, he's straight with like.
Yeah.
You usually just have to find an ass picture and you know they're gay.
Yeah. What does that mean? Ass picture?
Yeah, you
mean
like
just
see a
like
picture of your
Picture
ass.
of your butt.
And never a straight one will never
Or
take a picture
one
of his ass.
exes. No, but I have to say, as a gay man, I like your Instagram, even though like you're not that
Even though
active
there's
on
not
it.
that many followers. Yeah,
But
you
it's
can
like,
say it. It's okay.
but it's not like
I follow.
I'm on the set of Modern
a
Family
billion
and doing this and this. I find
Yeah.
it refreshing that you're like, this is my life, and I kind of took a shitty picture. This is my family. This is who I'm with,
Right.
and it's in such a sincere way. I really, really think it's
Well,
refreshing.
I try to be real, you know, because it's sort of like, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to sell myself as better than I am, you know.
Good for you. Good for you, because there's a
But that's
struggle
what I
bus
just
going
said.
on
I
on
love
this
that.
side.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we have to go, but
Aw.
you guys all have to do rapid fire. Do you see how fast the time is
It
going?
goes fast.
Yeah, it does.
Who wants to do rapid fire first, and then after you
Okay,
do
I'll
rapid
I'll
fire?
And, yeah,
volunteer,
let's
yeah,
go in a little
let's wrap.
semicircle
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Can I
Reid.
ask you rapid fire?
No. Celebrity crush.
I think Tom Hardy's fine.
He's my celebrity crush.
He's
And I don't.
fine.
Is he really?
I don't gush over celebrities, but he's mine because he exudes every aspect. He's a little nerdy. He's a little masculine.
He's a little gay. I mean, he's got it all.
He has done it all. Oh, that's very hot. Okay. What would your superhero power be?
I'd want to control the earth.
Is
No,
that a thing?
I'm not going to accept
Is that a thing?
That's
Like,
too general.
you
It's like
spend
telling a
less,
genie,
bitch.
I want 100
You-
more wishes.
No, I mean,
you spend less, motherfucker.
No.
It's
You don't
like
spin
plants,
right.
It's like
Right.
plants
And
and
a gravitational
rocks.
pull.
Like,
That would be
No.
weird.
yeah, I'm basically poison ivy. But the
Oh,
no.
So you want to be
Okay.
poison
Yeah,
ivy.
yeah.
Oh, you want to control the elements.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's like
We got a
controlling the
fiction.
earth, being Father Nature. It'd be awesome.
Oh. Strangest habit.
Well, I don't
Maybe I
know
should
why
ask
this
you this.
came
Thank
to
God
luck,
he
but I
knows.
used to lick. I used to lick the corner of
You're
my
not
shirt.
the first person that I've seen that.
Are you serious?
Are you,
Is that a
I'm
thing?
1,000% serious.
I used to do
I
that
thought
a lot.
Two
it
guys
was
did
a stain on every shirt I had.
Was it a deodorant stain or was it like a guac stain?
No, it was a tongue stain.
If
It
it was
was
a
a
guac
dirty
stain,
From licking your sweat.
From licking my shirt.
Do you know
Okay.
that that's not unusual for
what?
me?
Is
I've
that
had two
weird?
guys that did that.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
so
weird.
odd.
Do it
Yeah.
more.
It was so funny.
10 Rules for Sleeping Around is a film you were in. What are
classic.
one of those rules for you?
For
Close your ears.
sleeping around, let me see here. Get permission. If you're gonna sleep around, you got to talk to your significant other about it and work it out with them and see if they want to do it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
my answer.
Oh, he nods.
He's
like,
like, he's
yes.
nodding, yeah,
He's
I've
like,
been
yes,
there.
we've done it.
Yeah,
Worst fashion
been
trend
there.
you've fallen victim to? Because, like we mentioned, I've seen everything.
Oh yeah, well I want some. I like headbands on guys. I still like it. I think it's
like
cool.
tennis headbands or like rock star headbands?
Well,
there a
actually, kind
difference?
of like those girly headbands, that they put on. Like, I think that's really cute.
Soccer players.
But I used to, soccer players do that.
players.
But I used to use a shoelace instead, because
I think
like,
that's cute.
yeah. So that was probably my worst fashion trend.
All right, Reid, give our listeners and viewers where they can find you on social media.
At media_Reid.
I hate that you had to think about that.
Well,
Because,
I
like,
deleted my
it's-
Twitter. So yeah,
Twitter,
I'm working on
Facebook.
it. It's a work in
My
progress.
Twitter sucks,
All right.
so I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Has this
Bruh,
been the
yeah.
strangest interview you've ever had?
I mean, it's probably been the most fun.
Yeah.
They
sincere,
don't
though?
usually have drinks at interviews.
I don't know how to read you.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm Reid.
Was that sincere?
Reid,
Oh,
get it,
see,
girl.
full circle.
Girl,
Yeah.
I'll read you from
good.
tomorrow.
yeah.
Who's next?
You.
You want to make
I thought we were doing semicircle.
Oh, yeah, let's do a semicircle.
Okay.
I love a little semi.
Yes, we know. Ew. I don't. Nick,
We
Kiss,
lied.
Marry, Kill. And you have to watch or follow Murray Swanby to understand this. Kiss, Marry, Kill, Cheyenne, Corey Z, or Pablo Hernandez.
Okay.
And I got a text from Corey Z
Wait, so it's Corey
minutes
Z,
before we
Cheyenne.
started the show.
Okay, of course you did, because Corey Z is such a great person.
I love Corey Z. He's
I
on
do
the
too.
show.
I do too.
love
Cool.
Corey Z.
But when he calls me a homeless, trashy bitch on MTV, there's a little bit of mischief. But
It's just friendship.
you know,
lip smack and
whenever
drama.
you don't get over your ex for 4 years, maybe you can talk about it. Anyway,
It's called Rapid Fire. Cheyenne, Corey Z, Pablo Hernandez.
Okay, so I would definitely I'd marry Pablo because he's the only one who hasn't blocked me. I would kiss probably Cheyenne because he was the last to block me, and
Benjamin
Corey Z
Button?
has hated me for 2 years, so I would probably have to kill him because he's already threatened to kill me.
What are you doing here? You got a lot of enemies. You
No,
seem
no,
like
no,
some
you know,
you
sweet
have
I
to watch
don't.
the show. You have
I don't
no-
have a lot of enemies.
you-
The thing is,
We
I
have to
have.
watch the show
Yeah,
to know.
you
I
have
have
to watch
3
MTV
enemies.
Sex on the Beach.
It's on
you guys,
my
you don't
list.
even understand.
But you
how
want a
much I
tea?
love-
Yeah,
You know,
no, I'm
the
gonna
only
watch
the
it.
only exes that hate me are the ones that haven't had a new boyfriend since Murray. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
Murray damages people.
Just
so I
saying.
don't know.
Oh well, you're damaged.
Nick, worst gift you've ever given?
Worst gift I've ever given is my heart.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
I gave
really
it and it
fast,
broke
that was a
fucking
little
apart.
deep.
Yeah,
That made me sad.
That did.
Yeah.
And that's why I
Darren
look innocent on X on the
Aronofsky's gonna make
Beach.
a movie with that. That's actually really deep. One photo shoot pet peeve. Or on photo shoot pet peeve.
Okay, photo shoot pet peeve would probably be people apologizing for getting hard while they're on set with me.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. We do very soft
need to
core,
see his- yeah.
but like
heard they
people
put
when they
bread in the
apologize,
front.
it's a natural incident. It happens with touch. You can't control that, but when you apologize for it, it makes it more prominent.
Okay, so this
Me
is
like
mine
it.
because you filmed a lot with Corey Z, which we know he's blocked you on social media.
Yeah.
So,
But he has me on like 8 different secret accounts, so it's fine. He still screenshots
These
my messages.
people that have their fucking secret accounts freak
I
me out.
hate it because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I
who
don't
is
have
Deborah?
time for my real life.
Plotting,
Who
scheming,
is Deborah
weasels.
74? Deborah 74. Do I know you?
I have a few following me, and I'm like,
Deborah
are they
such a great
Fake name,
ex-boyfriends?
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carl.
You know what?
They might be.
I actually created like maybe a month ago. I created a secret account so I can make sure no one was talking shit about me.
Why? That's dumb.
It's not
It's
dumb.
too much energy.
Air.
Fuck it.
You
You're
think
right.
it's
Why do you
energy,
care?
but when you're on social media and an Insta famous person, you literally cannot take that propaganda lightheadedly.
Yeah, but Nick, like, you're confident in who you are.
I am confident,
So then-
but like when you
Oh
run
my
in a
God.
certain, I'm not even to describe. This is a
It's
whole
probably
radio
some
show.
300-pound, like, housewife in a
Or
trailer somewhere.
165-pound guy who hasn't gotten over his ex. Whatever.
Right, that too.
That's what it
But
mainly
who
is.
cares? Okay, drunkest thing you've ever done. And I have footage, by the way. Kurt,
Yeah.
cue up the footage.
Okay, I insulted somebody publicly at a club, their best friend, and then smacked an ex in the face at their night.
Sounds like
I won't mention
Yes,
names.
that's amazing.
I have not, and then stormed off.
Okay. That seems normal.
Held
Nick,
back by
where-
3 porn
That's some
stars.
dynasty shit.
Yeah, no.
love it.
I've also,
Bring
oh, no,
Heather
actually, I've
Lockley.
also gotten left a club and they said I was too drunk to enter to see my friends, and I've thrown
I can
each
see that.
individual credit card and each individual ID
Oh.
at them.
Oh.
I had my TMZ
Yes.
moments, but tequila really gets me going.
It's funny because I can't see Reid doing that.
Well, that's because Reid's gonna do it on Thursday
He's
when
like-
we hang out.
No, he's like, can I get into your yoga studio?
Oh, well, I'm in
climbed over
the.
fences. I've climbed over the little WeHo like thing to get into the club before I was 21.
Oh yeah. No. They're like, "Are you VIP?" I'm like, "No, I'm OFF, like over the fence."
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God. Nick, tell our viewers and listeners where they can find you.
They can find me at Nick Masc on Instagram and Facebook, Nick Mascardo. That's my real name, given to me by my
Mascardo.
mother. It's not a biblical name. It's not a biblical name at all.
What's your biblical name?
It would probably be Jesus.
Jesus.
Hey
As they
Zeus.
say in
He hung out with 12 men all the time. I don't know.
I
Just
know,
saying.
right?
Gay,
Same.
gay, gay.
Sharon.
Yes.
You're up.
Girl.
Are you
There you
ready?
go. Rapid fire.
Celebrity you've worked with or met that you don't want to ever see again. And you have actually met
Oprah.
everybody.
Oh, don't.
That could be it.
I'm
Girl,
gonna
don't get me so
say, let's see. I liked pretty much everybody. I'm trying to think of somebody who worked with that I didn't
Be
like.
honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm always honest. Probably, I'm gonna say the person that was the most difficult, most uncomfortable. I probably would be like, let's not work with her again. Would be Lil' Kim.
Oh.
He
Welcome
does
to
seem
the-
uncomfortable.
Welcome to the
Little
world.
Kim, what is
Well,
she famous for?
It's not
She's
like
a
she's like.
rapper.
Moulin Rouge.
She's a rapper. She's
Wait, is she the one saying lip
saying.
gloss?
Is he always
Yes.
this
Oh,
difficult?
my lip gloss is
You
popping.
know,
My
your
lip gloss is
difficult
cool.
level,
I
you're like,
think
okay,
so.
you're
I mean, I
out.
don't. She's like
Hathaway
known as the Queen
difficult.
Bee, and she's like a legendary hip hop artist, and was very dirty and all that stuff. But it's so funny because working with her, she talks in this little sweet voice, and it's like, I don't know if I can do that. Blah blah blah. I'm like, bitch, you rap about
That
sucking
you did
dick.
it. That you
you're
did
not
it.
right.
Like, why are you acting like you're so innocent? So she doesn't keep it real. She fakes the funk. So,
I love that you said that.
yeah.
Fakes the funk. I love that.
She fakes
Sharon,
the funk.
I love that.
You have auditioned for undercover TV shows, also being on panels, actress. What is the worst audition you've ever had?
Oh my God, the worst audition I ever had was for a show that didn't go to series for Comedy Central. Henry Winkler was the executive producer. And
Just won an Emmy last year.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
well, he's so great, but
He
it
is
was
good.
just the worst audition. And it was about, it was kind of like a debate show where you would stick up for two roommates were having a beef. It wasn't like a court show, but kind of. Two roommates are having a beef, and you have to take a side and argue for that person. And I just went, who cares? Because it was such a petty thing, and I didn't
Pretty
yes
judge,
and it, and he
actually.
went, thank you. And I was like, oh, I guess the audition's
Thank you,
over.
next.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm leaving now. And then
Jump
I
in.
left.
Who cares? Who
Yeah.
cares? What would the name of your courtroom daily show be called if you were the judge?
If I were the judge,
Mm-hmm.
I've thought about that. I think it would be something like Court of Shade or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Or like, I don't know, or maybe it would be like Sassy Court or something where I would just read people.
Yeah.
Or Court of Shade.
Court of Shade, or get out of my courtroom. Something like
Or
it would
just
always
get
end with me
out.
going.
Jordan
Leave-
Peele would be
leave
like,
now
"Get out,
while
I
you
do." You don't want a
can.
white woman doing
Take
Get
your
Out.
sanity and leave.
Well, I'm Latina, so it's okay. You know I'm Cuban, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we getting margaritas after
Florida.
this? Is that weird?
I want to, but
she
I
has
have
to
to
work.
work.
Margaritas are Mexican.
Margaritas are Mexican, but
But still,
I
there's
love
a reason
it.
for me to
Delicious.
drink, so...
Sharon, strangest job you've ever worked on?
TV show wise,
Whatever.
weirdest job I ever worked on was a show that never went to series, but we shot 60 episodes. It was a court show.
60 episodes?
60 episodes, and it never sold. It was called The Hollywood Judge. The judge was not from Hollywood, nor was he a judge. He was an attorney from Miami. And we
I would
had
watch that.
It was brilliant. We
You were
had
all about these judge shows.
well,
I love
I've worked on a ton of them, and it was we had lots of porn stars and D-listers and C-listers, and I had this woman named Mistress Francine who was a submissive, and her boyfriend was this guy named Trainwreck. He legally had his name changed to Trainwreck.
Was that his first and last name, or was that his
I
first
was
name?
going to say, he's here right now, ladies
One
and gentlemen.
name, just one name,
I'm just saying
Trainwreck.
one name and one name only.
It was
right
the
here.
weirdest job I've ever had. I have footage of all of it. I kind of stole some stuff off
I'm
the
more of
set
a
and kept
Metro
it.
net or
I
Metro
think
Rec.
we need that. We need that show. That sounds like something I'd like to watch, actually.
Oh yeah, well it's kind of like that on
I
Judge
feel
Jackie,
Reid says
but not
everything
quite.
with like a backhanded, like...
No, I love reality TV shows. What can I say? You know, I think they're funny. You know, the more crazier they are, the more fun.
The more you can relate
Yeah,
to
the
it.
wackier they are, the
This is
better.
me. That's me. I feel that way too.
Sharon, remind our viewers and listeners where they can find you.
Oh my gosh, you can find me at Sharon Houston on Instagram, at Sharon_Houston on Twitter. Please follow Judge Jackie at Judge Jackie Beat on Instagram. On Twitter, we're Beat Judge. The show premieres tonight. And also, please watch my web series called Bob and Donna. You can find us on Instagram at Bob.
You guys, it's so funny.
It's so
funny.
fucking funny, and it hasn't taken off, and I don't know why. We've done 3 seasons. It's at Bob_and_Donna. It is so goddamn funny. And we're also on YouTube as Bob and Donna. We're on YouTube as Judge Jackie. You know, I'm on all of those things, so please say hi.
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 You guys,
Hi.
please do. Love you so much.
Love you.
Big thank you to our guest for today.
What a good time, you guys.
I love it, and I love your Ariana Grande ponytail. By the
I'll
way.
be honest, this was
I
a
call
really
myself
loud time
Ariana
for the show. It was
Grandma.
like, it was a lot.
You
It
get
was
a
a
lot of
lot.
loud
Lot of
people in a
tea.
room, and then you're like, maybe we should have separated their asses.
No, we're good. Kurt, our engineer, my mom, Mama Rose, in the chat room, our sponsors, Vistagrana Resort, Stoli for a vodka that we went through a lot, by the
Yeah,
way.
there's no more laughs.
This is empty. It was mostly him.
Okay, I will not
Dolly
admit
used to
that.
make strawberry chocolate vodka. It sounds disgusting. It was
It
delicious.
sounds
it's-
like
it's-
I want to
it's
throw it
amazing.
in my.
You guys, we're going to see you
good.
next
My mouth.
week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
This has been On the Rocks with Alexander, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Universal Broadcasting Network. Find me on Facebook on The Rocks Radio Show. Tweet me or Instagram me at On The Rocks On Air. See you next Tuesday.